be out there taking a fucking commercial.
Y'all live.
We are live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chuhch of Smoke. I'm your host, Smoke the Bad Guy. Back once again. And today we have another guest along, whoever decides to join the little fun that we have on this little podcast. So let me first reintroduce one of the guys that joins, Captain Insano, also known as Bryce. And that guy humming in the background is the old man senior.
Oh, my Lord.
Isn't that amazing?
And let's not forget the man behind the scenes, the higher thinking.
Talking to me?
That's you.
That's me.
That's you. So,
Did I do that?
are you done?
Well, what I do?
What do you mean? What did you do?
I was in the Church of Smoke. I was having church. What you mean? Here we go.
Proceed.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
I'm going to call church.
Go ahead. Just
Call...
go right ahead. Just go ahead.
No.
Get it out the system.
You. I'm not for me. I'm doing you. I'm throwing cars.
Okay.
You call church. Everybody heard you. I start having church. Here you go being you. Why you do it? Why you do that, for? You humming for?
Are you really about to start this shit right now?
When else I'm supposed to start it?
In about 3 minutes.
So you act like you thought I was gonna be a different senior? It breaks a different senior, he thought.
Can I finish my intro or not? Or you want to just jump right into it? Are you sure?
Do you go ahead, do you.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm sitting over here. Let me see.
Okay,
You know what I mean? Go outside.
No, you ain't going nowhere. Sit down.
I'm big with me. I'll come up. I'm walking.
Yeah, go ahead and take your 5 steps to go out on your patio. Hope you step some dog shit. Hope that big ass dog bites you in your ass.
Mm-hmm.
But
Let me see.
Marcus,
Huh?
help me out here.
I don't know who Marcus is.
Okay, tech.
Close enough.
Close enough. Okay, or what would you rather prefer? Higher thinker.
That works.
Okay.
It's not accurate, but it works.
Okay, lower thinker.
That's the opposite.
Okay,
You're
thinker.
Fuck. I don't care anymore.
Perfect.
I just realized fucking folks wearing a trucker's cap.
Bryce, we ain't supposed to say that.
What I'm supposed to be doing?
The intro.
I wanted you to pull up a video,
God.
but now I got me some
Right.
fuel. Did you see my trucker hat? Look at it. It's amazing, isn't it? Go ahead. Bask in it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
We'll talk about that in a minute.
What?
I'm letting you do your intro like you said.
It says have a nice day.
Hmm?
It says have a nice day.
Okay, Trevor.
Did you just call me Trevor?
Did you do your intro yet?
Uh-huh.
Bryce,
Okay.
you a snitch. Bryce,
Yeah, Bryce be out there snitching and shit. That's why he lost his black card. You ain't never gonna
I
get
thought
that
he
back.
lost his black card
Yeah, you lost that shit like about 2 years ago.
because he looks like the leader of the skinheads. Look at his ass.
I mean, yeah.
So that's
I mean, you look like you about to go to a rally right goddamn now. Man, I wish I could see this.
Don't worry, Bryce. Let me see. I'll be there.
All hooded up and everything. Just straight clan.
Fucking old man.
Hey, why you put a hood on this? God,
I ain't got what you want me to go off the Mr. Clean look that he got going on right now?
Some of them.
I saw they saved me a seat, Bryce. I know some of the folks. You know, I
Pull
haven't seen the
pull up
difference.
an image of
around
Mr. Clean real quick.
Smoke, you don't. Do you like ever check if I'm like busy with something before you make these requests?
Hell no. Why would I do that?
I don't
Do you
know,
check if I'm
Marcus,
busy? Do you check if I'm busy when I'm doing yours? No.
Oh,
You want to just like you want the box here? Matter of fact, here you go. Don't even worry about it.
I'm glad that Marcus said that because I be wanting to say that all the time. You ain't check what I'm doing for you. Say, hey, go knock on the motherfucker's door. Hey, go do such thing. Yeah. So
Okay, first off, you now if you look at this picture of Mr. Clean, you see Bryce.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Okay, Mr. Clean has no hair, and Mr. Clean's buff.
Yeah, that is also true.
Now, if you would like, right, we want to pull up a picture of the movie American History X. That's Bryce.
You could be that dude from what's that damn Walter White or whatever.
Boy.
What's that movie? What's that show called? Breaking Bad. For the most part.
Smoke don't fuck around and get us all canceled. I mean, mess around and get us all canceled. You'll get us all canceled. Smoke.
I mean, shit.
Cancel culture now. They think young just say cancel culture. They will cancel us.
All right, we'll be all right. Just don't say no stupid shit.
Yeah, all right?
Yeah, we'll be all right.
So,
yeah.
But you ain't got to worry about getting canceled.
I mean,
Jesus change things like that.
If we get canceled, we just change the show name.
Or you just smite a couple people and get re-up, right?
I mean, I'm not really in the business of smiting people. I never smite people. I'm a good guy.
Oh,
what?
Here we go. I'm a good guy.
Yeah, probably one of the nicest people
Bad
you ever
guys
know.
even in your fucking name. What do you mean? I'm a good guy. Smoke the bad guy. Oh, because you want to smoke the bad guy.
It worked?
I thought I was the only person who made that joke.
I'll give you that.
No, it's very
Yeah,
universal.
it's true. See, Marcus, you could say that was a joke, and I used to think it was a joke. I've literally watched him smoke the bad guy numerous occasions. So, not a joke no more. Kind of a superhero.
I'm not a superhero.
Now you see.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Now you see. If you was playing barman with us, I was at least smoking a bag every chance I got.
You tried. Now remember, I was telling you like a couple days ago. He had to endure a lot of my bullshit early on. The bullshit that you guys enjoy on the regular. Right, Bryce? Right. That's right. This guy was the origins of that, being real cool about everything.
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
That
cool?
whole,
Define cool. What does cool mean? If cool means, okay, this is the only way that sense makes sense. Right. If by cool means absolutely fucking aggravated and annoyed every freaking waking moment with you, then yeah, that's definitely, I was definitely cool about your damn nonsense.
My nonsense, bro.
Absolutely.
Fun.
Absolutely. You got it. See, you got it. Fuckers know what's up. That's the smoke definition of cool.
So his ass, bro.
What do you mean?
Cool until you agree with my bullshit. That's right.
I mean, is it really bullshit? But I'm right, though. I mean, there has to be a winner. There has to be a loser. So, I'll get them next time. So, it's cool. You like that? Bryce, don't look at me like that. So, so to answer your question, my definition of cool is, I don't know, me, blue, the cool breeze. Right, Bryce? Right.
That's right.
Bryce, I'm just trying to help. I don't know why the hell we have to keep on having these therapy sessions with you and shit, but come on. Pull up a chair. Right here. Right next to Old Smoke.
Damn.
Come on. Let's talk about it. Now, Bryce, where did they touch you? At what age?
Really? Show us on the doll, right? Show us on the doll.
Show us on the doll. I wish you had a doll. Like that. I thought you had a doll stand.
Hey, there's a dog right there, boy. Bob.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Bob. Yo, put a pan on Bob.
I can't do that,
Yeah,
nigga.
you can't do that. Bob, come and get over here.
Okay.
Fuck out of
You
here.
get, if you expected to carry Bob big ass all the way over to this table, you got
I
another
wasn't
thing coming.
expected. I was just hoping for it, but
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not that type of a technician. I just press buttons and sit here.
I mean,
That's right. He's like, we're asking too much.
all right, fine. We don't give.
Right.
All right, Bryce. Well, the ball's in your court.
Before.
What? Say what about Mary? What?
Oh, why you bring her into this? Ain't nobody said nothing about Mary ass. I will call her, so when we ruin the podcast, I will call her.
Mm-hmm.
I Smoke. I haven't talked to you in forever, Smoke.
Don't get started.
All these guys are trying to get after me, Smoke.
Whatever works, I guess, right? Oh, that's for Kevin stream right there.
Un
Right.
momento.
Fuck you going? I think you're just gonna leave. See what he do. This is what the shit we be putting up with. I ain't just gonna leave like right on the middle of a live broadcast.
Yeah, un momento. What? Hey.
I don't know. I guess I don't make the rules anymore. Right, Bryce? Right.
Okay.
Bryce, they can't see that you're throwing up the peace sign.
Oh.
They can't see that.
He said, so you're supposed to narrate this month. Bryce gave me the peace sign.
Yeah. I did. He did this when I said, right, Bryce. Right?
They could see you in your culturally confused attire today. That's they could see.
What's my culture? What?
Smoke a thug trucker. Look at this.
A thug trucker.
He said, I'm a thug trucker today.
Because I'm wearing a hat.
He said, hey, boy, don't cross me because I might bang on your ass. That's right.
Hell no.
Days. I mean, you pick sides, Smoke.
No.
I don't think these two sides are better. If you put them in the same room, they might cancel one another. I don't know. We have to check out to see what that plays out.
I mean, I'm up for the experiment.
See,
Why not?
If I go to jail, you bail me out, nigga, because I would do that around here. Yeah. I'll be in Omaha, Nebraska. They'll be like, what happened?
You'll be in there for about 5 minutes. I mean, well, it'll be 5 minutes to us, but to you, it'll be like a couple hours. But, you know,
I mean,
we'll be there.
You're my man, 100 grand. And I believe that, but I've been to jail enough times to know 5 minutes ain't never going to be 5 minutes.
Right, that's what I said. It's going to seem like 5 minutes to us. To you, it's going to be like a goddamn lifetime.
Oh, yeah. Well, nigga, the last stretch I did seemed like 5 minutes to y'all, niggas. Yeah, because you was on the outside, nigga. It always seems like 5 minutes to the people ain't doing no time. Oh, dang.
I mean, it's one of them things.
Car back to the damn toilet.
But
he said it's one of those things.
I mean, isn't almost everything one of those things? That's how we
No.
Cope with society.
Cool.
Cope with society. That's one of I was finishing your sentences. Your sentence.
Cool. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody copes in a different way. Right, Bryce?
Shut up.
Damn.
See, that's all.
Hey,
See, this is why we
you want to
finish
shut
his
up
sentence
today,
for him,
bro?
because that's all he has to say.
You need a
Shut up.
husband?
Shut up.
I don't want to
How
hear it.
you say it?
Yeah, because y'all always asking me goddamn question. Hey, Smoke, what? What's wrong with that?
You know, you can say, yes, how can I help you?
Why the fuck would I say that?
Because that's the trucker hat side. Use the trucker hat side. Don't use the jacket side. Use the trucker side.
Okay, fine. What you
I
lucky
can
won't.
help you. There you go. What, boy?
You still ain't speaking. Come on, boy. I say talk, boy. Get it out.
No, sir, I can't talk right now, sir.
Good boy. Dumb as a sack of potatoes.
The cat done got my tongue, sir.
Well, we talked about that shit last time. What was his name? Shit. Foghorn Leghorn.
Rusty. Oh, I thought you was talking about real stuff. I thought you was talking about Rusty.
Nah, you seen that movie? Nah,
That's
see,
good right there.
you know what the real fucked up part about is? I know a real life person that talks just like Rusty, but he's not anything close. If you talk to Brad about movies,
Brad?
yeah. Talk to Brad and he
Brad?
Yeah, Brad. Brad talks just like Rusty when it comes to the movie side. You seen that movie with
Oh, God.
with Christina Aguilera in it?
Look, I would need you to, you got that kind of dry sound, but I would need you to take Brad out of the Rusty realm because that dude was on his own. I wouldn't put nobody I know in that dude's cat. No, hell no. Don't do that to Brad.
Rusty was a character.
That dude there was different. That Rusty dude, man.
So we have
I'm 53 years old now. I ain't never felt damn uncomfortable. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that's fucked up. A man that's been on the inside still felt uncomfortable with this one person.
Yeah. That's because the spider sense start tingling like, hey, man, that's when you know your booty hole has to pucker because it's in trouble. That's what Rusty's vibe was.
So for people that don't know, give us a little bit more of an in-depth of Rusty, or I will. But I'd rather you speak it. I'll fact check.
You want me to tell you about Rusty? Mm-hmm. Give you a little in-depth look at Rusty. Is that what you're asking for?
That's what I'm asking.
Rusty wanted to touch. Rusty was a man we met on the Xbox. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to talk to us, you know, them kind of folk. Yeah. But he was specifically interested in young boys and young girls.
Named Skittles.
And I was like, this motherfucker here. And he said, my name is not Chester. It's Rusty.
I called him Billy Bob.
Billy Bob, that's what you called him. That's right.
Damn, boy, who the hell is this Billy Bob ass? My name ain't Billy Bob. It's Rusty.
It's Rusty.
Oh. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Oh, shit. Right when you said that, ding, 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 ding. Uh-oh. This is a situation.
Yeah, it got real bad.
Motherfucker is serious.
Well, it's kind of y'all fault because y'all left the party.
Real quick.
Y'all left him in that party with that little boy, and that was bad.
What's that boy's name?
Skittles.
Simple ass nigga. Oh my God.
We'll see you.
Oh my God.
That was a bad time. That was before your time, Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce, it was bad.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
If you ask me who the fuck Nate is, ooh.
Hey, Smoke, I'm hanging up this conversation now. Fuck that, Bryce.
Yeah, fuck.
I won't bring that up, Bryce. Huh? Nobody want to hear about bitch ass Nate or that other bitch. So that's a different story. That's for a different story.
Different story for a different.
So Rusty was a different character. That was a bad dude.
That was a bad
old
day.
Old man like my age. He was older than me, wasn't he?
He was about like 2 years older than you.
And he was on his grandson's Xbox account harassing folks. But man.
Yeah.
That's
it was a long
trying to get the hookup. You probably see him on Catch a Predator or Skeeter Jean. Skeeter Jean show. So predatory ass thingy. Like, okay.
Especially to catch a
That's
predator.
what we're doing now.
Yep, he probably locked up now. So, you know, the world's probably a better place. Maybe.
He just got. But I was there. That was cause for concern, sir.
So I just got a text, and somebody just asked me, "Are you black?" I texted.
Said, "Am I black?"
Yeah.
No,
he's
I
not.
am not. Is there a problem?
He is not black. He is Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Full-blooded Hawaiian. So why
I
don't you give a little
love
back?
black people,
No, you don't. One of the most
but I
racist
don't
people I
like
know.
niggas. I said I love black people. I don't like niggas. There's a difference.
Is it?
I love white people, but I don't like rednecks.
Wow.
Shut up, Bryce. Yes, nigga.
Started it.
He
Mm-hmm.
kind of did. Okay.
So what am I supposed to do, Smoke?
Yeah, so why don't you give us like it's not a lot of people that could just run into a Hawaiian, so for I guess
I don't understand. We're a whole fucking state in the United States of America. We're part of your country. How come you don't know we exist?
because they don't
I don't get it. I don't understand this. Hawaiians are everywhere. There's actually in Chicago. There's a whole ass Hawaiian club in Chicago.
Is it?
Yes.
You know anything more about it? Like where?
I'm not sure where it's at, but I know there's a chapter of the Hawaiian club in Chicago. The one in Omaha, Nebraska too. So I mean, we're everywhere. We be everywhere. I mean, Hawaiians they're from the Hawaiian Islands.
But
Yeah, we're
like
Polynesian culture.
But y'all don't like niggas.
We don't like anybody from the mainland, to be honest with you. Most Hawaiians don't, because they don't trust mainlanders. There's a whole history behind that. Mainlanders come over, and there's a lot of mainland stuff that goes on. When they bring that to the island culture, it's not the same. A lot of ways and a lot of things that mainlanders do that just island people in general, the Polynesian culture they don't get down like that. Part of it has to do with the way the government did Hawaii. We're like the second Indian race. They came over and took our island.
But y'all fought back.
Made us a state.
Y'all won though.
They did what?
I said, but y'all fought back and y'all like sent them packing.
That was before when they were trying to make us slaves. We ain't nobody slave. Fuck all that. Then they, and like most people when they think of Hawaiians, they think of what you see on TV. People in grass skirts, big smiles, happy-go-lucky. They don't realize that we're fucking warrior culture. We're pretty sadistic motherfuckers.
Yeah, y'all. Ain't y'all the ones that throw people in volcanoes for sacrifices?
Just white people smoke, and it's for reasons.
Don't let it rain today.
But and you dang. A lot of problems that most older Hawaiians have with black folk is just the simple fact of the way that they let historically themselves get done. There's a lot of stuff behind that. I mean, most of it doesn't have to do with black, white, or indifferent. It's just mainland, island land. Hawaiians don't trust mainlanders.
It's always been like that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Put it this way. If you look, Hawaii is made up of a string of islands. And at one time, it was just like different, each island was its own nation. Have their own king, have their own, and between island for island, we warred. We warred against each other. When the British came to decide they were going to try to take slaves from Hawaii, that's when the Hawaiian Islands became unified. Imagine how bad you got to hate people that aren't from where you're at, or how bad you are skeptical of people that aren't from where you're at, to unify an entire string of islands that war against each other for a common cause, which is to deal with these people, which is what we did. If you look at James Cook, I told you before, that'll give you a little background on the Hawaiian experience with white America. Well, at that time with Great Britain, and why they feel the way they feel, and what the results of those feelings were. So my great grandfather decided, yeah, we have to fucking stop this shit.
Go ahead, talk about it.
Huh?
I said, go ahead, talk about it.
But my great grandfather is King Kamehameha, the Great. Man responsible for unifying the Hawaiian Islands.
You know something about that, right, Marcus?
No.
No.
I'm not even listening.
He said his grandfather is King Kamehameha.
I actually do know. Oh wow, that's crazy. I actually do know about that. What I do know is, there's a Kamehameha isn't a Japanese. I thought that was a Japanese word because the first thing niggas think is Dragon Ball Z, but like Kamehameha is like a whole fucking place. So.
Right.
So like, how does that feel? How you think the people feel about getting shouted out like that, like throughout the years? Like, don't they? I feel like people from Kamehameha should feel extra special when Goku like makes that chant, right? Makes that incantation. Like them niggas should like really feel that in their soul.
I mean, no, and that's the difference between island thinking and mainland thinking, because and it's kind of hard how to describe or how to put that. So we know it doesn't give any power to who he is, or to like a shout out per se. It doesn't really mean anything either way. Because as Hawaiians, your power, your mana, which is what we would call mana or mana loa, that's your power. That's your life force. That's what it is. That's the essence of who we are. You only get that one way.
How is that?
That's through battle, and you take that. Mm-hmm. That's conquering. You take that. When you talk about the shout out to King Kamehameha, the shout out that you get, what pokes your chest out with him, is what he did, and the stuff that he did to attain that status and that mana, which is starting with his rise to power with, what he did to James Cook, and continuing to keep the islands unified under one king, which is him, first man ever to do that. The power that it took to do that and to keep that is the greatest shout out ever. I mean, if you're asking if it's cool, yeah, it's cool, but it's not. It's not a chest poker hour. It's just a different thinking, and I get what we would think, as because I've been here long enough to understand mainland thinking.
All right, that sounds like some that sound like grounds for a Kamehameha Hawaiian delegation, man. I think y'all gotta.
It could be.
Y'all gotta. You gotta share that with the world, man. So inland is what you would call that. It's like inland thinking versus mainland thinking.
Mainland. Well, they call them islanders. Call them mainland. They call everybody else mainlanders.
So what do you
mainlanders are basically anybody who's not from Hawaii. They're a mainlander, and then we're just the people.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I mean?
Y'all the people, and then everybody else is mainlanders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like how
Everybody
Japan,
else is mainland.
kind of like how Japan calls everybody foreigners, and they themselves are like Japanese, even when the people that live in Japan from other countries or other nationality groups are still viewed as foreigners, even though they, again, if they were even born in Japan.
Yep.
Right. I mean, now with Hawaii, over the years, it's become different as to the fact of, there are people that are of different cultures, different races, and so on and so forth that were born in Hawaii. They will be considered as Hawaiian. Now there are certain places in Hawaii that you can't go unless you are of Hawaiian blood. There are certain sacred places that you cannot be or cannot go unless you're of Hawaiian blood.
I have a question about
Don't
that.
think Japan does. Yeah.
So if two people are born in Hawaii, like mother and father or something like that, but they have a child born in the States, and they bring that child back to I guess you guys would call it the mainland, right? Is that child still considered?
Yeah, because it would have Hawaiian blood.
But is he still?
I was born in the mainland. I was born on the mainland, but my lineage is like I said, my great grandfather, my great 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 grandfather is King Kamehameha.
Right.
My great great grandfather is who I'm named after is Hamana Kalili, who is the founder of. That's where the Shaka sign comes from. They have his statue in the Polynesian Cultural Center.
Ain't that this?
So my blood
Can
is
you see
Hawaiian.
this?
No matter where I was born, my blood is Hawaiian. So I mean, it's about your bloodline. But there are those that are what we would call hapa or mixed that still, are considered, the kind or the people because they live Hawaiian. That's what they know. That's how they are.
Okay. So
Why are we wasting all this time talking about me?
Because
Talking about Smoke Buddy.
Because the show isn't about me.
You
It's
say
about what we
the
talk
church.
about. I mean, shit, if you want church preachings, DTA, don't trust anybody. That's rule one.
That's right.
But that's like going off of saying we got the book and stuff, but it's an unwritten book.
Are you sure it's unwritten?
I ain't write shit down.
You never know.
I mean, I should.
Oh my gosh! Did you think white Jesus wrote the Bible himself?
No, I
I mean,
didn't.
if you really want to deep dive and go into this up down, but I mean, I keep telling you, I didn't write nothing down. Neither did white Jesus, but he's got a whole ass Bible.
But you say that like I have a. Look, if anything,
do you know that you don't?
What?
Question is, do you know that you don't? For a long time, you could, seen her on that bullshit about that Jesus stuff. So I showed you a whole city of people that believe in like Jesus. You can change the way they watch.
Okay, so Marcus, I'm gonna put this in context for you. This asshole right here got his whole job force in the city of Omaha, Nebraska. His whole job force believes in me.
To what capacity?
To what capacity?
Yeah, so like, what does that even mean?
Go ahead, Sam. Go ahead and express that a little bit more.
I answered his question. He said, "At what capacity? What does that mean?"
These motherfuckers believe that I am Messiah of some sort? How would you put it? I mean, they believe that I was able. This is your fucking bullshit. You broke me into this shit. You did.
All I did, Smoke, was gave people that need something to believe in somebody that they could believe in.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing. My point in doing the whole Smoke Black Jesus thing was this.
Uh-huh.
Perception is very deadly. Perception is everything.
Of course.
What I wanted you youngsters to do and to learn and to watch out for is people in general are seeking something. They're looking for something. They're looking for a verification of something.
What?
There are those.
Are you really even, bro? Is this, hold on. Are we still talking about Smoke?
Huh?
Are we still talking about Smoke?
Yeah, we're talking about Smoke. We still talking about Smoke.
This is leading towards people. This is really leading towards why people believe in Smoke in Omaha.
Yeah.
So the niggas had nothing else to look forward to but the belief of Smoke saving their day.
Let me explain something to you, Marcus. Let me explain something to you, young brother.
Bad.
Yep.
There's a job that's built the oldest jobs in the world. That job is called pimp. Now, when you in the joint, you ain't got a lot of shit to do but read books. Read a lot of books on different things, war, things like that. You read about pimping. And when you look and you take pimping and you make pimping synonymous, you take out what your preconceived notions are and just look at it as an ideology, so to speak.
All right.
And then you look at what they do, what a pimp does to get his following to follow him, and then apply that to normal human life, normal nature. Apply that to your government. Apply that to things that go on. What I was doing by making Smoke a deity, so to speak, or making people believe this,
trolling,
is the same thing. Pretty much, that's what you youngsters would call trolling.
All right.
It's the same thing that a pimp would do to a hoe. You can't just tell a hoe she got to go out and suck a dick. That's disgusting. Are you crazy? You go fix yourself. You can jump on the A train and get out of here. However, as a pimp, it's my job to make you believe you need that. I need to make you believe that is going to help you. I need to make you believe that that's the best thing, the only thing.
My God.
I need to make you ask me to have you do that.
My God.
The same way that the American government, yes, sir.
My God. You're exposing Idaho for being a bunch of hoes. That's what you're doing right now.
He said I was supposed to Idaho for being a bunch of hoes.
Omaha.
I mean, it is what it is.
Oh, Omaha?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Omaha.
My bad. I had Idaho in my head. I got to make a whole joke somewhere.
Every city got hoes in it.
Okay, so even Idaho. So I was right anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
Idaho, Chicago, every hoe. You know what I mean? Every place has something. If we don't keep on our game, my point was, if we don't keep our eyes open and focused on what's really going and what's really happening, it's easy to become the hoe.
Okay. Hold on. Wait. Hey, hold on. Don't say nothing else. Hold on.
Boy.
All right, come in. Can they hear this?
My point with that. Yeah, I heard that. That was fire.
Okay.
As a people, my point with this whole Black Jesus and this whole thing, my point is this: is as a people, we need to keep our eye on what's important. Otherwise, you're going to turn into the hole. You will fall into the trap. You will get led astray quick, fast, in a hurry because you're busy looking at the wrong things.
Bars.
That's how the government does what they do. And you can't be mad at the government. The time for us to be mad at the government was a long time ago, because now you're allowing this to happen. They follow pimp rules to the T to get to happen what they need to get to happen. And at the end of the day, what is it? To forward their agenda. If you don't agree with their agenda, then you need to stay focused and know and be informed on what is that agenda. Let's not follow this man because he's black. Let's not follow this man because he's white. Let's not follow this man but follow him because what he is doing is in line with what I believe and what I'm doing. If not, then you step aside from that and you don't mess with that. Otherwise, you're going to fall victim to the hoe syndrome. Exactly like you said.
The hoe syndrome.
That's right. And in this country, you got a country full of hoes. Turn on the news. You see hoes going out all day long. And you can see the difference between the hoes and the pimps. Because all the pimp does is sit back and get paid. Hoes do all the dirty work. Hoes do all the fussing, fighting, and carrying on. Pimps reap the benefits, regardless.
So politicians.
Doesn't matter how bad it is for the hoes. Yeah. Exactly.
Nail on the head.
They're reaping benefits. They reaping benefits. Oh, Marcus, you done got me on. Get me started. Get the old man lit, Marcus. Dang it. Damn. Don't do that.
That's a job, man.
This country was founded on pimping and hoeing. You don't founded on pimping and hoeing. Good.
I mean, you see these folks. You see Congress and all that stuff. I mean, they even got pimp lines already. Beach, blonde, big back, butch bodies. they spin bars over there.
Yeah.
He's right.
I mean, but they're doing. I applaud the American government. My hat is off to them for the simple fact of this. I'm not looking at the results of what they're doing when I applaud them. I'm looking at a machine that is set out for one goal and has done everything that they needed to do no matter what to accomplish that goal. No matter what. And they've done that. And they have done that so fluently and so easily. The truth has always been there. The truth has never been hidden. But just like what a pimp has to do to a hoe. The truth of the matter is, a hoe, you are sucking somebody's dick for money.
Uh-huh.
That's nobody would. But the pimp has to cloud that judgment. He has to put them going. It seems so good to you. That it's not something dirty. This is something we doing.
Damn. We sucking dick for society, y'all.
You hear that? You hear that we statement come in there? They use that we statement a lot in our history. Boss, we sick. Daddy, we sucking.
Oh, hold on.
That we statement.
Bars.
He said, "Master, you sick? Daddy, you need me to suck some dick?"
No,
that's ridiculous.
That's the we. That's the we. The dictation was given by the dictator.
I told you.
The first tip thing they did was they got everybody in this country to believe that our country was founded by the 13 colonies that decided we're not going to stand for no more of this. And we're going to fight Mother England and get our freedom and make a great nation.
Biggest lie in the world.
That's cool. That's a cool story. That story will incite the hearts and minds of everybody. We're fighting for freedom. But let's bring reality into the mix. Have you studied English history?
Not
England
too much.
Is what they call a superpower. Biggest superpower in the world for not hundreds, for thousands of years. As long as England's been in existence, they've been a superpower. All of a sudden, these people who came over here were called Quakers. They were those people that were feeling religiously oppressed. They didn't believe in fighting, in war, in things like that. When they came over here, they were only able to survive by the backing of England and the things that England sent to them to support them. Now, these 13 uppity niggas decided we're going to separate. We're going to fight them in the Revolutionary War, and we're going to separate. Okay? That would be the equivalent of Puerto Rico saying, I don't want shit to do with America no more, so we're going to fight them, beat them, and take our freedom. How do you think that's going to go down?
Hmm.
It ain't. Unless there was a reason.
It's always a
Unless there was
reason.
an agenda.
It's always a reason.
Oh yeah.
You know, in a pimp stable, you got what's called the bottom bitch. You know what the bottom bitch job is?
Oh God.
I definitely do.
Bottom bitch is
I'm trying to figure out how we tie this into like what about the subject. I mean, this is gonna get pretty interesting. But yeah, the bottom bitch is just the bottom bitch is just the bitch that gets that puts other bitches in line. Well, like that's one of the jobs of the bitches, of the bottom bitch, right? But
Bottom bitch is basically the top
the main
bitch.
job is the bottom bitch. The main job is the bottom bitch, and she's my face. She can go places. Usually, the bottom bitch, to be honest, is the Caucasian woman. She has some education. She gets a little bit better than the other hoes, but that's because I got to put her out to places that I can't go. Because I'm a pimp. Look like a pimp. I smell like a pimp. I act like a pimp. There are places that are going to be able to be like, that's a pimp.
mm-hmm.
So when somebody's going to know, if your enemy knows, my enemy's coming, I have to send somebody that will take them off of their game. There's somebody that doesn't look like an enemy. We were just their bottom bitch. The 13 colonies are just England's bottom bitch.
Uh-huh.
You see, it's a nice story, but if I was England and I had enemies that I wanted to touch, but for political reasons, I couldn't do that because it would cause political strife. Relationships that I had would be destroyed. Things that I built would come tumbling because I'm dibble dabbling in shit that I wanted to do, but I couldn't because you have to have a certain je ne sais quoi, you have a certain reputation to uphold.
So you send a stand in.
But if I had a silent partner or my bottom bitch that I can definitely put in a situation that they can do whatever the fuck they. However, it would benefit me as well. So if you look throughout history, tell me a time when America, after we totally separated from England, we won this Revolutionary War, we did such great things. From that time on, tell me a time when we were never aligned with England. Militarily.
Well, it's like we try to. I remember trying to separate from England, but with the Boston Tea Party and things of that sort. But
that was the Revolutionary War. That was the battle that made us America.
Right. But
after we won that,
we got to deal with their ass right after that, though.
Yep.
We never left.
Yeah.
Left. Think about that.
That's the nature of money.
Bottom bitch.
That's the nature of money too, though, right? It don't take away from your point, the point that you're making, but like, is the fact of the matter is these people had such a problem with England, but like they found themselves going right back to doing business with them, despite all this bloodshed. But
it's what it is. Masters.
Oh, they never left. They never left.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, the bottom line and the goal was world domination. One government, one rule. England's always wanted to take over the world. I'm gonna tell you how deep they were. There was no way in hell England at the time would be able to attempt to overthrow Germany because they had too many dealings with Germany that were of a positive nature. The whole rest of Europe would have been after England's ass. However,
while you're I gotta go to bed.
All right.
If you got America, who's just a friend. You got America who's just a friend. Well, I can't control what my friends do. I can't control what Smoke does. His own man. If he slapped you, Mark, Marcus, I'd just be like, hey, Smoke, why you slap Marcus? But that's y'all two problem. I can't get involved in that problem. That's y'all two. It's America and everything else that they do.
True.
And we've always been in line with one another.
Always.
Well, that's when I talk about the well-oiled machine. And that all goes back to the only point that I was making with keep your eyes open, pay attention to what's going on, because people can easily be deceived. It's all about perception.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean.
Perception is a mother.
You know what I mean. What's that? What's the good old trick called? Watch the birdie. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Keep your eye on the birdie.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Birdies has been out in the past like 2-3 months. We got rap beefs.
Oh, yeah.
We got Diddy doing this shit. We got Nickelodeon specials and stuff like that. And there's a whole war going on that people not even acting like they need to be involved with or worried about.
Right, it's all distraction.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's one of the case in points of what they do. That's part of the machine. You know, I need to give you something to look at. My grandfather who raised me always used to tell me, never let your right hand see what your left hand's doing.
Mm-hmm. The classic.
Like, what the hell does that mean? No? But that's exactly what they do. You look at your left hand, and while you're looking at your left hand, your right hand's over here doing something. You're doing something else. And that's what they try to do. You know, just like a magician. Keep your eye on the hands. So he's doing something with his feet. He's smoking mirrors.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Smoke.
You know what? Real quick, I want to throw a cherry on top of that example you just gave about the magician. What a lot of people don't even realize is that the people standing behind the magician is actually in on it.
Of course.
Right.
Probably half of the people in the front row.
Exactly.
Yeah, the people in the front row is in on it. A lot of people are in on it.
Yep. It's all plants.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And that goes to show with everything you look at it, you know, think about all the different things that go on and the people that we trust just because they say a certain thing, but you don't judge them. You don't deep dive into them. See what it's really about. Mm-hmm. We just trust them on their word. You know what I'm saying?
Which is
and so, yeah, they're like the front row. They're like the front row of the magician show. They're in on it. You know, the first thing I always like to look at is, okay, how does this benefit you? When you're looking at when somebody's coming out, situation is going to benefit you. What do you got to get out of this?
Oh yeah.
Yep. So to bring it back about 15 minutes prior, what Marcus was trying to ask is, what does this have to do with the idea of Smoke being Black Jesus? Right?
That was the whole the whole Smoke being Black Jesus was a way of showing you guys, my friends, how easy it is to distort perception. How easy it is to change people's perception on something, and make them believe what you want them to believe. It ain't that hard at all. Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
Anybody can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's just like anything else. You can sell anything to anybody. You just got to be a salesman about it. You know what I'm saying?
You hear that a lot. You hear that really often. You hear that really often about salesmen being like one of the most important jobs somebody can like have.
Yeah, con artist is the
absolutely.
The greatest.
You gotta say it again. You gotta say it again, Smoke.
I said being a con artist is one of the great things about the world.
It's one of the great positions to hold, rather.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Not everybody can do it.
I mean, because not everybody has the ability to be able to
make something seem so important
that they need something. Yeah. Because I mean, to be a salesperson, you got to make people believe in your product. whatever that product may be. You got to make people believe they need your product, and that your product is important.
And somehow he managed to do
whatever that product may be.
I think it was actually a time, I think your oldest son was going through some shit. And I think wasn't it like I was around or some shit like that, and we just kind of like got him through it and shit, like, and that's kind of where one of the main points of where it started was some shit like that.
What's that?
I was trying to remember back, like I remember it was Junior was going through some shit, and that's when they kind of like y'all just kind of came out and just said, well, I can't really believe in the white Jesus right now because, you know, he's fucking me right now. But, you know, you on the other hand,
that's right.
You got me through a whole bunch of shit. Every time I call upon
that's
you,
right.
you were there. So I believe in Smoke.
That's right.
And that's kind of how
that's
all
right.
that shit started.
Yeah, that's with us, yeah. Yeah, with us, yes. That's how I believe. That's when she was going through his little breakup thing and whatnot, you know.
Right.
And that was just the fact. That was just the fact that you're that kind of dude, you're that kind of friend that, you know, even when he felt he couldn't count on the white Jesus, he had Smoke, black Jesus, because he was there for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For those little, you know, that little something that you need when you're going through that kind of crazy stuff. You know.
Hey man, can't be seeing none of the people that I've been around so long be down and shit. So, you know, just gotta get people through and shit and just stick by them and shit. You know, they gonna have their
that's right.
Depression. They're gonna have their rage. You know, coping.
Yeah.
But you know,
but
I don't need to see people down. So, you know, I try to make it as easy on them as possible by, you know, bringing them a brighter outlook, despite how I feel about a lot of things and things like that. But, you know, that's what brings me joy. I think y'all was touching up on that a little bit in the earlier show. But I wouldn't say that I'm looking for the gratification or the praise or anything like that. It's just natural that I do these things. Because
I
feel that shit like that, you know. As long as I can see that motherfucker or that misfucker is smiling again.
That's the you that I've always known. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I said in our group, in our little group of friends, you always been the glue. You know, that's why you always talk about I ain't the leader. Well, yeah, you are.
I'm really not.
Real leaders don't get elected. Real leaders they just are. This is what it is.
That's a good point.
You know?
I mean, and what I be trying to be saying and shit, I guess that's what makes me a point of a good leader, because I don't even want the position, but I will take it because whatever's necessary is necessary. As long as we at the end of the day, we're coming out on top.
Hey, Mark can still be close to it right now because he's going to get violent. Yeah, that's right. All you had to do is say, Father, please pass this cup from me.
Solely.
That what you said, Smoke?
I'm going to fuck
that
you
what you said? Back up, Marcus. Back up. Hold on.
Just know.
Oh, what you got?
Where you at?
That button was me talking.
Where you at right now? What room you in? You playing the game? What you doing? Step outside real quick.
Nope.
Just step outside. Just step outside and hold your hand out. And is it raining?
It ain't gonna probably rain in about 5-10 minutes.
I'm back in my shit and I'm coming down. I'm fucking you up. Marcus, we may have to take a trip to Omaha.
I'm gonna bring all my equipment since I'm clearly needed there.
Yeah, we have to fuck him up. Hit him over here with this goddamn mic or some shit.
He gonna get it on the two. It's gonna be all bad. Oh, that's church.
That's a legendary ass laugh. I ain't gonna lie.
You got him. See, you got him on this. See, you lucky he ain't got no coffee in his hand because he probably burned his fucking throat. I got him a couple of times. I said some shit right off the wall that I just got him while you're drinking hot ass coffee. Those are the good things.
Oh man,
those days.
I'm just having a good time. I have a partner in roasting you.
Yeah, I know. It's so fun. It's just a magical situation for everybody that gets,
All right. So we found we learned how Smoke is a leader. All right.
Unfortunately.
So I want to hear a war story. What was a great moment in Reese's leadership ability?
Bring up the video. Smoke.
I want either the best moment or the most blunderous moment.
Let's see, the best moment for me. I don't care what nobody else is going to say. The best moment for me was with me and Smoke in the desert. We were playing GTA, and this dude, we were in the lobby where this guy was just like griefing everybody. We were fighting this dude, and he was getting folks. And we had him cornered over by the airfield in Sandy Shores. And so I think Smoke killed him, and he was respawning back, and we were walking away. And in my view, Smoke said, you should have known he was going to do that, blah, blah, blah. But in my view, Marcus, what I seen was as we were walking away, Smoke just for no reason turned around, blah, and I'm like, oh, shit, I rolled, pulled out my gun all late. Like, what the hell's going on? And Smoke killed the dude. Just dropped him. One shot, pow, to the head.
All right.
I'm like, God, like a cowboy. I was all beside myself. I'm like, man, look at this. Look at this. Smoke's a cow. No, man, you know he was going to turn around and get us. I was like, man, I did that. That was some superhero shit right there.
All right.
No clue. I thought the guy was done.
So there's a couple of things he left out. So, like he said, the dude was griefing a whole bunch of people in the lobby, and me and him this is like the beginning of the whole lobby police type of thing kind of vibe. So, I think he got me, or he got Senior, and we don't play that shit. Like if either one of our team members fall, we coming for you. But he might have killed one of us, and he ran, and then we chased him to the desert. And
oh no, he had shot a cookie.
He shot a cookie?
One cookie was one of our group members.
He
shot a cookie.
Cookie's his name.
No, okay. Shot Cookie's one of our guys. Yeah, this is when Cookie was new, and he kept killing Cookie over and over again. That's when we jumped in the Batmobile and went out there.
Because it was the fastest vehicle, not because I wanted to drive the Batmobile. Shut up.
It's because you wanted to be superhero, Smoke. Oh, my bad. No, Marcus, it's because it was the fastest vehicle in the game. That is all.
At the time.
We had them outfits too.
But yeah, so they got this thing in GTA called passive mode where basically you can see through your character and no one can harm you and you can't harm anybody. But what he would do is he would kill somebody and then go into passive mode and stay in there until he knows that the person isn't paying attention anymore. And then he'll pop out, shoot you. And by the time you respond, he's able to go back into passive mode. That's kind of the quick bits of that. So, as he was saying, dude was standing on a rock, and I told Senior, let's just go. Let's just walk away. Just take a walk with me. He said, well, we got to get him. I'm like, don't worry about it. He going to get his.
All right.
So, we started walking down the hill, and I just told Senior, just keep on walking. And like he said, I just turned around and fired. But in GTA, you could turn the camera around so you could see your person's face and walk forward, but be looking backwards. I was looking at the guy the whole time. Now I use my prediction. I just predicted that this guy was going to come out of passive if he thinks that me and Senior aren't looking at him. So I just patiently waited. And as the moment that I seen his body take full form, I just turned around and shot him. Now, from Singer's look, like he said, it just looked like I just turned around and shot this dude. But on my
I was
screen,
looking at nothing. I was walking away like we were supposed to, like we said to do.
yeah,
Next thing I know, you turn around killing niggas. I was like, oh, that's right.
because I was walking forward, but I was looking backwards with the camera turned. So I was watching him the whole time and just picking out how am I going to kill him? Because he still could have killed me if he had a better gun, but
Now,
I had that revolver.
having said that, that goes along with what we were talking about earlier with perceptions. My perception was, oh, Smoke's a bad motherfucker. What did you gain out of that? If we're in battle, I'll follow your ass anywhere.
Right.
No questions asked. Why? Because it normally works out.
I mean, yeah.
Smoke is very tactical, and his plans may sound crazy and half-cocked, but most of the time, they 90% of the time work out. Even if we got to wing it a little bit, call it audible a little bit, they work out.
And no matter what game, real life, it don't matter. It usually always works out. It just takes a little planning. But that's one time. But that's his favorite time. He's gonna.
That's my favorite time. That's my moment right there.
Who knew? Smoke this entire time has been leading people to greater pastures. Whereas over here in Chicago, it's been quite the opposite. He's been trying to destroy all of us. He's been trying to destroy all of our lives, especially me, higher thinking.
Really?
That is not entirely true.
This dude, let me tell you something about Smoke, the bad guy. So you guys call him Smoke the bad guy as far as he's smoking the bad guys or something like that. Over here, it's more along the lines of, we have to smoke him because he's the bad guy. That's our perspective of that name. So if it's not that, he's Smoke on Water because that shit is a funny ass name. But that aside, this dude, imagine playing a video game with somebody, right? Where you're like, okay, I know not everybody here plays Barman, but everybody I'm sure plays zombies in like Call of Duty or some shit. So imagine playing zombies with some niggas, and then your whole objective is to like not get infected by zombies, right? But you don't want them to touch you and shit. Right. This dude Reese will go like, he will actually let the zombies touch him just to see if he can touch us and make us infected. That's the bad guy's typical strategy when he played against us in the different video games we play. He will find the most obscure way to just create chaos in order to win. Even if he knows it's not going to work, even though it hasn't worked for the past 5 months, he will still do the same things just because he knows it makes everybody uncomfortable.
That's also not true.
Okay. Don't make me call it Dolo.
What a dick. Y'all must have been playing games. What's that nigga's name, Smoke? Shadow. That's that nigga was. Fucking.
Yeah, I don't like that guy Shadow either.
No, but I've not experienced that guy. Yeah, I probably would have blew him and the bike up. That nigga. Damn. They only blew your bike up.
You did blow my bike up.
Ooh.
It was a sports bike. Ooh.
Yeah, so this is how I met this jackass. So this is when I still had I just changed my name to Smoke. Like prior, you remember the whole Shadow thing. So, and that's where that chaos shit comes from. So I wasn't bullshit.
Is that red mask shit you used to do when you just talk really weird with a really weird voice? You know what that is? I don't know if you knew this. I don't know if you knew about this scene, but he has a fucking mask, and then he just puts the mask on. And he knows how that basement get. He puts the mask on anyway, just to talk some shit.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not a lie.
Nah.
Okay.
He's 4 or 5 years in the making, so he's put up with a lot. So, but a lot of stuff just kind of got amped up. But still, all in all, I'm no hero. I'm no villain. I'm just me. And
you're just a man. Is that what you're saying?
just a man with a plan.
You know, it really matters what that plan is. You know, it does
doesn't.
matter what the intentions of the plan really does matter.
It doesn't, because you could literally go into a situation with nothing and still leave out victorious if you got the heart.
Oh God.
Well, I mean,
and I'm proving fact of that.
Yeah, a couple times, right?
If you got the right backing.
Yeah, my team is like what makes it successful.
You know.
So what you're saying is your team has like won you all some goddamn games because you didn't have a fucking plan.
No, I always have a plan.
It's the fact that, you know,
Reese, you can't just say you have a plan. Go ahead, you got it. You got to my bad.
No, go ahead.
Plan one is always this. When it comes with our game, our group, we just follow what his lead is. No question.
All right.
It will come out. It will come out the way it comes out.
I mean, I know you ain't.
If not, they got me to deal with.
I mean, you ain't. You probably ain't played this game or some shit, but it's like a game called Sea of Thieves. It's a pirate game, some shit like that. That's another prime example of where that whole leadership comes in, because there has to be a captain, there has to be a crew, and everybody has to assume their role. It's the captain's job to lead and guide, direct, whatever. But in certain situations, we may not be prepared to take on a certain ship with the supplies that we have, but we won't back down. We will find a way. Even if we only have 7 cannons, we'll find a way to get through. Even if we got to jump on their ship to take their cannons to jump back on our ship, if we got to shoot somebody over to the island to grab some supplies and come on back to the ship, whatever. The situation is never out of reach as long as the boat stays afloat. That's it.
Well, as long as everybody stays focused on the same goal. Damn, we run around and right back to what I was talking about earlier. As long as you keep your eyes focused, you'll be all right. It's when you lose focus that shit starts going sideways. When people say, oh, when they lose heart, you'll be like, oh, this ain't going to work because it seems like we might get killed. There's too many of them. There's too this, there's too that. Okay. Yeah. You know, my job, Marcus, when we play GTA or in our gunslinging games, my job literally is I am Smokes right here. As far as Smokes is going to knock on that person's door, well, if I got to come see you, it's all bad. Because I definitely am going to kill you, regardless. I'm going to keep killing you till the order for you not to be killed is done. When I go and fight in the lobby with Smoke, I don't take cover. I literally have walked down the middle of the street in GTA with a knife in my hand.
In his underpants.
Going after players. Why? Because I know that my back is covered. Because I guarantee you met them. But if everybody plays their part, the minute you pull your gun out to shoot me, you're going to drop like a dead rag. Boop.
Okay, so Smoke, you've been putting those sniping skills to practice. The sniping skills I taught you, huh?
Actually, tell you the truth, I have. He's actually one of the ones that got.
That's where you got
it's actually, I ain't gonna lie to you, saying Marcus was actually the person that I like got the inspiration and to stuff to
for information, I was higher thinking back then as well. Okay.
No, you weren't. You were just a fucking asshole. But granted, yeah, Marcus actually is like the forefront of where I got the inspiration to become a sniper in the first place.
It just takes a shit ton of practice, way more practice than anything else.
He was and still is a great fucking shot, but our games don't really cross. But I learned. Like,
but you know what else is? What you taught him was funny about you saying that is that, like, when I'm telling you I'm walking down the middle of the street with a knife in my hand, no gun out, that's because there's Smoke. We got Kevin. We got Bryce. Smoke has taught a whole bunch of people those skills and those things. So you can get got from multiple different angles. It's happened before. Multiple different angles, people got.
You forgot one of the most important ones. Gabriel.
Fuck off, nigga. Leave that little boy alone. Yeah, Marcus. He has made a killer of my child. Put it that way. Look at this.
How old was he at that time? Like 9?
Yeah, how old was he, Smoke?
I think it was 9.
Oh, when you started?
Yeah, when he
the
started.
Book of Smoke?
Yeah.
Smoke. That nigga was like 7 years old.
Right. So
Smoke said, boom. Like, he stopped doing that, goddammit.
Smoke says this.
But at the time he was, he used to get harassed by players, and they would start griefing the player that harassed him and tell them why Smoke said he shouldn't do that. Don't hide behind that car. Boom, 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 boom. The Smoke said you might catch a grenade or a rocket. Like, what?
Yeah, most people
the
use
things he
rocket
had my
launchers.
picture of doing at the time.
Yeah, most people use rocket launchers to kill people.
Running down the alleyway and putting sticky bombs on the wall.
Well, like I said,
should I pay attention to your surroundings? Boom.
Like I said, man, look, it's easy to kill somebody in close quarters. Yeah, there's too much space. If you run down the alley, then you have the element of, okay, he can only come this way. He can only be on the right side. 3, he can only be in the middle, the right, or the left. So that eliminates all that extra shit. And now you just got to predict how this person is going to move against you. Like, if this dude tried to use rocket launchers the whole time, then that's what he's going to do. So you're going to have to get a higher advantage point. So,
yep. He took that tutelage and ran with it.
Well, I mean,
look,
like I said a long time ago, you should be happy because now you have a son that you never have to worry about in video games ever again. You should be happy. You have a miniature version of me that can grow to turn 20, some shit like that, and just be some type of fucking monster. If he chooses to be.
Be a menace in the fork knife? Yeah, you're right. I got two of them over there menacing the fork knives. And probably get a phone call from fork knife people.
And
let these little kids
you say
say
it like it's a bad thing. You should be happy because now you don't have to learn a certain skill to say, hey, Dad, this guy is bullying me in this game or something. Can you come take care of it or something like that? You never have to hear that from your son, ever. You should be happy.
That's right. That's right.
So, you're welcome. Now, if he goes off and uses his newfound skills for bad, then so be it. I mean, society made him that way.
Society made him that way. Oh, my God.
I mean, come on now. We all had our little moments of, except for you, you did too. Our little moments of where we just wanted to just go around and just, use the skills that we learned and stuff. We all went down that road. We all had fun. But
you mean killing people for no reason?
I mean, it's not for killing people for no reason. It's still part of the game. It's just how you kill people.
I kill people for no reason all the time.
Right. But you kill people in the most weirdest ways. You want to run down the street in your damn underwear because you think that you can't be touched. Because if somebody even gets close.
And plus, in real life, I fight my draws. So what's the point?
Bruh.
That's why.
I mean, think about it, Marcus. Would you want to have a fight with somebody to the size, oh, yeah, we about to get down. Oh, yeah, you talking that shit? And then he just starts taking off shoes and shirts and shit like that. Oh, okay, he wants to just take off his shirt. He want to fight with his shirt off. Then he just removes his pants. Do you still want to fight this dude?
I'll fight him if he calls me higher thinking.
You'll fight him if he calls you higher thinking.
You know what? See,
I gave you a random ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, all right. If a dude is like running at me like in that manner,
no, he's not running at you. He's literally He's literally just standing in front of you, like at least a nice little distance, standing in front of you, talking shit with you.
But I mean, okay, run at me. Okay, I shouldn't have said run. I'm talking about running his mouth. Or just, if I'm in that precarious position.
I'll give you a for instance what Smoke's talking about.
Okay.
We're in a certain situation. For whatever reason, conversation is broken down to the fact where whoop ass is going to occur. So we know there's going to be a physical confrontation that's going to happen. Exactly what I'm going to do is two things. I'm going to strip down. Hopefully I got the drawers on, because if I don't, then I will probably be there dick swinging.
My God.
Then the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to let you know to please knock me the fuck out. You need to win this fight. But if I knock you out, I'm going to fuck you.
Uh-oh.
Now what's going to happen is, yeah, see, that's what every man says. Uh-oh.
Isn't that amazing?
My pussy aches.
People tend to think twice. And they're like, if I lose, I may get fucking it. This ain't happening.
Yo, bro, this dude just said, if I lose, I just might fuck a dude. Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, it's right.
you reminds me of that Key and Peele skit. I think they took that from him.
It's
First thing we
dominant.
do, I'm gonna fuck you, and then we're gonna take you out to dinner, and then like, you gonna do what? You heard me.
Clap his cheeks. And I do not want to see a man's cheeks get clapped.
Don't fight
Yeah,
him.
most men don't want to see that. The common thing by that time, what happens is, fuck you, nigga, and they walk away. Oh, what?
That's a smart thing to do.
So we're not fighting then. Like, so we're not fighting? Fuck you, nigga. Okay, bye.
Like, turn around and make sure you ain't getting followed.
That's how you
Hell
keep
no.
charge.
Because I'm still naked. They ain't following me. Because if they follow me, that means they're interested. They're following me.
Oh my God.
So if you're interested, so you do want some of this. Yes, sir.
Bro, want that bussy attacked.
Don't say that word.
I'm sorry.
What it says.
That's one of them trigger
At
words.
that time,
But my name is my trick word. Y'all been calling me Marcus all night.
Yeah, that's
oh,
right.
dang. It's another one I can't say their real name. I only know you about Marcus.
We're supposed to be.
Dang.
We're supposed to be secret
I can't say
aliases.
the M one.
Well, you
Why is it
a
the
savage for
name?
that?
I'm the only M name that can be said in good conscience. I can't say the you know your name, boy. The name that my mother calls you, I can't say that.
No.
Got to get hit.
He
I
got.
say Smoke. She goes,
I'm naming Marcus. I'm calling Marcus.
Smoke. That's my mom's. Anytime I tell my mother, I say, hey, Smoke said, what's up? My name ain't no goddamn Smoke. His name is Maurice.
Bruh.
He said hello. Yeah. Mom is for real with that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she gets a
And I ain't
pass.
trying to get beat up behind this motherfucker right here. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm. I hope she can your ass.
Am I? What? Hey, nigga,
I hope
you
she
couldn't get
can
this
your
in.
ass. Mama, if you're listening,
Like this.
whoop his ass.
Look, I'm just saying.
Just walk up
I'm
behind
the only
him.
one.
Bow.
I'm the only one with the M name that enjoys their M name. Dang.
Wait, hold on. That's the name you picked because you got tired of people trying to pronounce your actual name, though.
It's not because I was trying to help people out.
Right,
Say
his
my
name
name,
is
Smoke.
hard as
I
hell
love-
to say.
It's a Hawaiian
Thank
name.
you. Yeah.
Oh,
Mine.
okay. That's crazy, bro. Because you sound like a straight nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't even believe you was from Hawaii until you really started getting into like the nitty gritty of like Hawaiian like culture and shit. Like you're like literally the only person I know that knows Kamehameha is like a whole place. And the only reason I know,
He's related to him.
the only reason I know is because I used to deliver like magazines and shit. And then like I saw like this. I saw some. What did I see? One of my customers was a Hawaiian person, and then and I delivered some magazines to a house talking about some University of Kamehameha. I'm like, wait, what the fuck is this shit? And I'm like, and then I just ran into some more information.
that's
Yeah, it's to point at Kamehameha is actual place. I'm like, bro, go figure.
It's not a place. It's a person. So King Kamehameha
Oh,
is
see, there you go.
that's the man's name. That's my King Kamehameha is my great grandfather. Now
Oh, shit.
the place that where that school is at is Oahu. That's the island of Hawaii. Now I am from the Laia side of Oahu. I'm from a place, a little village on the Laia side of Oahu. So that is King Kamehameha is a person.
Okay.
Now the other person I was telling you about, you know what the shaka sign is? You know the 2-finger sign that everybody does, hang loose and all that shit when mainlanders think about Hawaii, they always shake their hands with your thumb and your pinky finger out.
Jimmy Snook.
Oh, thumb and a pinky finger?
Yes, Marcus.
But you got the index finger up, so you doing the devil horns. Well, you got the thumb extended,
the devil. Thumb and the pinky finger.
So it's like the pinky finger and the thumb extended, and that's it.
Right. And then your other fingers are folded down, and they shake it. And a lot of surfer cultures will say hang loose and things like that. You see it in t-shirts, you see all kinds of shit. That actually came from my great grandfather, who I'm named after, Homanakalili.
Okay.
He lost those 3 fingers in a fucking sugarcane field accident. And he used to run the train yards, and he used to wave his hand to tell kids to get back from the fucking train because you're going to about to get run over, dumbass.
And but, they over there talking about Wiggy.
Yeah, that became the shaka sign. White culture picked that up and, that's the Hawaiian symbol. No, that's nigga that lost his fingers.
My guy was missing fingers.
Yeah, they have a statue of him in the Polynesian Cultural Center. They put up a few years back because it's been. That's iconic Hawaiian symbol now. But yeah, it's literally because my grandpa ain't had no other fingers to wave at your ass. That's just how his hand was.
All right, well, shit, that's crazy.
So that's just another thing that people took out of context.
I guess if you look, I guess in Hawaiianism, I guess we would be the niggas of Hawaii because we the ghetto ones. I guess I don't know what you would call it. It's just me. I choose no color. I am a man and I'm a Hawaiian man. All races, creeds, and colors have idiots. All races, colors, creeds have something to bring to the table.
So
bars.
So it's like, do everybody out there sound like you? Because you sound like you don't. You sound like you from the South. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought you sound like you. I thought you was from the South somewhere. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause that's what you kind of. It's like that's what your. It's like the accent ain't that strong, but it's like that's where you sound like you're from. I thought Hawaiian people sound like a little bit different. You know what? Because when I think Hawaiian people, I think more so like Rikishi, right? I ain't gonna lie. I kind of thought Rikishi. I know, like, cause otherwise you think of like
it's from the Isle of Samoa.
Oh, so it's like a different dialect over there.
Samoa's a different island. Boy, don't ever call no Hawaiian no Samoan. Man, it's fighting words.
Facts.
That's like calling the Japanese or Chinaman.
Like, what you waiting for them to say, brother, all the time? Brother.
That's interesting though. Okay. So you picked that up. Like that's just how the people from around you talk.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just checking. Okay.
I mean, like you said, he's from here.
Oh, he is. I thought. My bad. I thought he was. I thought, man.
I mean, he's full-blooded Hawaiian, but he was just born here.
Oh, on the mainland.
I mean,
wait, okay, my bad. The mainland is like everywhere that's not Hawaii. Okay, so because I thought the mainland was like the national, the national. What do they call that? Like the 48 states, the first 48 states.
Right. Hawaii, any place that's not Hawaii is mainland.
Okay, facts.
And they call theirs the homeland.
No, he said that's the people.
I mean, just the people.
They the main characters and shit.
He said, I didn't sound Hawaiian.
You didn't sound white. I thought you was a black dude. I ain't gonna lie. The whole time I was sure you was a black dude.
When I get it in Hawaii, I probably sound more Hawaiian than, because I mean your broken English and all that comes in, but just like anywhere else, you know, Chicago's got a certain way that a certain swag about their talk. You know, when you live outside of that area, you may pick up, you know, that area's talk. But when you get back with your friends from Chicago, you go right back to, you know.
Yeah, a lot of us can kind of pass as country. Likely to do with our relatives and stuff that came from the South and all that shit during the Great Migration.
That and the music.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the music. Yeah, the other part of the culture does come from the music. Yeah. But the music is less. You know, the music is like, you know, nationwide. You know, everybody kind of pitches in.
That's true, but shit, come on now. Nelly had a whole fucking genre of people just saying around her.
Yeah.
Like, but that's down south talk. Her. We're doing all our
country grammar. That country grammar song.
Country grammar.
Yeah. I mean, we all got that kind of Midwest sound to us, though. You know, that's just Midwestern our talk.
Facts.
Well, what's funny is Smoke can tell you. What's funny is, like, where I'm at, most black folks synonymize me with Mexicans. Because I deal with a lot of people I deal with out here are Mexicans.
Bro, bro. When I think Mexican, I'm talking about homes and all of that stuff. It's like there's a whole, you know, you think of like California and Mexican, like Latino, right? They get like the Vato type shit. You know what I mean?
Parties with Mexicans.
Yeah, you're thinking of the Califas. But you know, right now, I say I'm not in Califas.
Relax, man. We ain't trying to get canceled, bro. This is episode 3.
I'm just saying, when I'm
fucked up. You ain't got no start in that.
All right.
Spanish shit.
All right, oh well, we tried. We just changed the name of the show, I guess.
Call it Smoke Cabana. Wait, yeah.
My little brother's Mexican, man. My foster brother, but he's just like he's my dad, $100,000. But those are the people I get down with.
All right.
Yep.
I lived in California for a lot of years, and I just, you know, with the lowrider culture and stuff like that. So, you know.
He was in the music industry.
A lot of people call me the chameleon.
Oh, word.
Yep.
A lot of people call me the chameleon, man.
You probably do got some beats on you then.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't going to go into
detail
of who he knows, but he knows some people.
Who you know, man? Like, give us a Hollywood story.
Can I?
Hollywood story?
Yeah, he said you be rubbing shoulders with the celebs and shit.
Used to.
Good enough for me.
I mean, back in the day.
You ever heard of Bone Thugs?
I've been on stage with a lot of different people.
Oh, he was fucking with Bone Thugs?
Yeah.
Bone Thugs used to watch his child.
Well, no, but, yeah. Busy Bone is, he comes through all the time. He's a lot of people in Omaha have done projects and things with him. Tech, he's another one that's, you know, pretty prominent in Omaha. A lot of people come through here. Everybody's done music in Omaha. Worth Their Salt has done some projects with him. I met a lot. For years, for 25 plus years, I DJ'd and did stage, you know, was a stage performer in hip hop and rock and stuff like that. So I rode doubles with a lot of different dudes. I had the great pleasure to meet DMX at one time.
Oh, word. Blew
my mind because that dude is probably one of the most real people that I've ever met in my life. Rest his soul. You know, I mean, he's not that fame didn't get to that man. He always was very grounded. From what I experienced, you know. I was going to whoop 50 Cent ass one time.
I was just about to say, hey, what about that 50 Cent story?
So 50 Cent was always this internet troll that he is today.
I don't know about internet troll.
Not internet, you know what I'm saying, but like just a troll, like type of, you know, joking
50
type of.
Always had the 50 persona. He wanted to be. He's always was bigger than life. I mean, you know, he always wanted everybody to know I'm 50 Cent. This is GGG Unit, and we bigger than life. Which means you think you can do what you want and say what you want. Well, I mean, that nigga came to perform in Lincoln, Nebraska, which is down the street from where I'm at, when he grabbed my pack of cigarettes and decided he could take one because he's 50 cents, and I snatched my pack from him. I said, motherfucker, you'll be a quarter in no time. We keep fucking around.
All right.
You in the unit. You got a taste of what Omaha, Nebraska niggas is like.
Damn.
We ignorant out here.
Next thing you know, we're going to have a 50 Cent gonna motherfucking respond on this motherfucking.
He said, hey, first of all, man, you can't be talking about the secret story.
No shit like that.
You can't be talking about the secret story, man.
If he remembered me in that story, man, that would make my day.
All right.
Because honest to God, cool people. One of the best shows I ever did. What I can tell you about everybody that I've met over my lifetime of doing this shit, regardless of what their personas or what they're as people, they were cool ass people. Treated well. You know what I'm saying? That's just anybody that's been in the hip hop game knows that you become that person. And you know, sometimes you go a little overboard or what have you, but it's still, there's an understanding there that this is what I am, this is what you are. You know what I mean? Just like any other confrontation or any other thing, a dude tries something, you let them know you can't do that. They say they got a choice. You know, okay, keep it moving or continue on. And we'll see how this plays out. You just keep moving. It is what it is, you know?
You identify, yes. I mean, yeah, some people, a lot of time you let them know, hey, there's trouble if you choose this route. And a lot of time people will choose not to deal with that trouble. The trouble is a little bit inconvenient and all that good stuff. But otherwise, if you got the means of backing up that trouble that you're warning somebody of, then by all means, you know, let that man be an example, right?
I almost got in a fight over a cigarette. Yeah. That's great as hell. That's funny.
All right.
I mean, you know, with that situation, the way that I came out on top is, like I said, that perception is a motherfucker. And one man against the whole, when you clearly see that's one man, and there's a group of men, something ain't right with that nigga. If he gonna stand up like that, something ain't right with that. That might not be the one you want to mess with.
I just want to throw in this.
That nigga clearly has nobody but himself.
I just want to throw in this little tidbit real quick. Marcus,
it is not.
Senior ain't number like 5'2".
All right, first of all, I gotta put this in real quick. How come everybody in this damn conversation got a cool little surname except for higher thinking over here? Everybody call me by my government name, but I'm calling everybody. I'm calling you Senior.
Fine.
I'm calling
higher
you Smoke.
Thinking.
Jesus, fudge. But y'all are one last name from like shutting all this whole thing down.
Motherfucker, everybody know your name is Marcus.
Well, yeah, now they do. Well, they
before
did.
me. I don't want to hear it. All right, you was being called that on your show.
Dang. Well,
you get your point. I was about to say that.
But you are right though. We are supposed to be using these names, but it's just
you know, Smoke. You had a whole like story. You had a whole story you was finna say. Like you was don't lose your train of thought.
Don't lose my train of thought. I already lost it. I'm turning it to you.
Okay, like all right. So Senior, like say the last thing that you said before Smoke had to interject with his little story. Does anybody here got a good memory?
I'm 53. I done forgot what I said.
God damn. All right, well, so much for that. But we were talking about he was telling us about his Hollywood stories, right? And then he talked about 50 Cent, and then we was talking about
all right.
Trouble.
I just wanted to throw this. I just wanted to interject this.
I did
Marcus,
it. I'm a genius.
That's
why I'm higher thinking.
Shut the fuck up before I lose it again, asshole. I just wanted to throw in, Marcus, higher thinking.
Ooh.
Visualize this. Higher thinking. Visualize this.
Isn't that amazing?
50 Cent is what? Like,
I pressed the wrong button.
I'm the prize.
There we go.
I don't even know his height, but I do know Senior's. Senior's like 5'2", 5'3".
You asked me how tall I am?
No, I'm talking about his height is like 5'2", 5'3" or something like that.
All right.
And he pretty much
Shout out to the Short Kings.
just pretty much punked out 50 Cent.
Yeah, shit. Nobody want to, but I'm pretty sure that dude got a mean ass uppercut to the balls. Shit, if nothing else, every short person has a good uppercut to the balls.
Like
How
I
tall is 50
said,
Cent anyway?
like I said, Smoke, that goes back to the whole thing what I was talking about earlier. Perception.
Mm-hmm.
You see, you've physically seen me.
Yeah.
So if you were with a group of dudes and you were coming at me in an aggressive manner, and I wasn't shook, and I came back at you and said, look, there's going to be repercussions if you decide to do what you got to do. And you're with a group of people, and I'm not showing any type of fear or any type of, I'm really committed to, whoop ass is about to happen. You're going to think a little bit.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
something either wrong with me, or I got something that you don't see that's going to make the tides be in my favor.
Welcome to the streets.
Because yes,
Indeed.
I'm supposed to be like, oh, my bad. I'm supposed to back down.
You ain't supposed to do shit.
Well, I'm just saying.
I know.
If you didn't have a plan.
Backbone.
Think. Yeah, these people would think. You know. I mean, my old man said it best. You can't kill crazy. Sorry, you can't. You can't kill crazy.
All right.
Now, I ain't saying I'm really crazy, but I'm crazy.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
But I may not know karate.
But I know crazy.
But I know crazy. Oh, that's right. Get him, James. That's right. Don't want me to get on my good foot.
I said, don't hit me. I hit me. Ow. Crazy. What was that?
Nah,
Hey Arnold.
yeah, man. Let me see it. So how did Bone Thugs end up watching your kids? All 5 of them.
And his son didn't, until he got older, didn't even know. He just thought, oh, that's just a friend of my dad's. I thought that shit was funny as hell. Like,
No big deal.
We done, so in music and stuff like that, we've done big projects. And a lot of times, I have 7 kids. So a lot of times when we've done projects and things like that, when I've been on stage, my kids have been backstage. My older kids, Junior and, my daughter, they've been backstage with me. So a lot of these folks, Busy Bone, a lot of different people, have been around my kids. My kids, that's Uncle so-and-so, or that's my dad's friend. You know what I mean? Because they just know that we work together. But now, as being adults, grown people are, listening to these people and being like, oh, yeah, man, that's so-and-so, that Bone Thugs and Harmony, da-da-da-da-da. Well, being a child, that's just like if you grew up and your dad was owned a restaurant, you ain't going to be impressed when somebody says, oh, man, I got a gourmet burger today. Look, my dad makes gourmet burgers every day.
Right,
I'm
so it's
actually
just a
tired
burger.
of the shit. It's just food. We eating. That's what we do. People do that to survive. My kids grew up around music like that. Oh, okay. Well, nice.
Right, and as a kid, you don't appreciate
okay.
or anything or don't care
Oh.
or nothing.
Whole time.
But then, oh shit, this dude used to pick me up and take me to the park. What? This dude?
I mean, that's stuff that, I don't know.
You mean tell me this whole time Uncle B was busy this whole time? Yeah. You're an interesting character.
It's just different things.
So I got a question. You ever thought about, I know we've had this conversation and other people have had this conversation, but since we're on the air, might as well. Have you ever thought about dusting off the old mic, getting the old band back together? Or?
No. No, nigga.
I know the answer.
One more time, say no, nigga. He's been like fucking Richard.
You make it sound like it was some rough times back then, man. That had to be that. I thought that should have been your golden years, right?
I mean, but all
that
that
was the best.
travel.
That's some of the best times of my life. I'm gonna be like Martin King and tell you I've been to the mountaintop.
Oh,
I'm moving to Canada.
You know what I mean?
he said that
Man,
place.
you sound like my boy Rich. He's 54 years old. No, he's 53. Talking about, man, we need to do a reunion. Nigga, are you serious? Sit your ass down before you catch a coronary.
Oh no.
Man.
If Snoop Dogg could do it, you could do it.
Yeah, bro, we got y'all just switch up the genre. It'd be good.
Hell no.
That boy, he got that man out there doing Jamaican music now. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Y'all can make Afro beats.
Would you be
Oh,
behind
brother.
the scenes
Doing
at least or
Jamaican
something like that? If there was like an upcoming something like that, like an upcoming star, like you seen some shine?
Now,
No?
not really. I mean, the most I ever do with that, like I told you before, the most I ever do with that is, if youngsters around here want to try to do something, I'll help brothers out, throw them a beat, or help them get their, But I mean, it's a different beast than it is now. Than today than it was when I was in it,
I ain't gonna lie to you. When
and,
you was,
and to be true. Go ahead.
I was gonna let you finish your story. I did want to say something though.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, and I would be pissed to be honest with you. If I got on stage today, I'd probably walk off. If I was down to do it, I'd walk off. I probably wouldn't even do the show. I'd walk off.
Well, you sound like any.
Well, why are you gonna ask me a whole nother question when I had something to say? Why would you ask him a whole nother question when you know I had something to say?
Go ahead.
I didn't ask a question.
Go
was
ahead.
you just gonna say, Reese?
Smoke.
I said he's just gonna be like any other rapper.
That's all you're gonna say, Reese?
That they don't show up to their own shows.
My bad, Smoke. That's all you're gonna say, Smoke.
See, you can't even do it your damn self. Yeah, that was it.
All right.
Go ahead, ask your question.
So I ain't gonna lie to you, Senior. And it's I'm kind of worried about the Senior name. I don't want to, and I have a feeling that is this actually like your alias or is Smoke just fucking with you? Because Senior sound like an old ass nigga name.
His name is Old Man Senior.
No, exactly. Senior. So my kids look exactly like me. So my son and I used to work together. Pinky Dayton is his gamer tag. So at work, they couldn't tell the difference a lot of time between me and Junior. So they started calling us Junior and Senior. Because we look identical.
So your hairline's still good.
If you see me and my oh yeah.
That's good genetics, bro.
I wish I could wake up and all my hair be on the pillow and be bald headed for the rest of my life.
Ooh.
I'd be good to go. But yeah. It just gets white, gray, whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much how I go. Yeah, my dad still got a full head of hair, but it just turns gray and white.
Yeah.
But this is what I was gonna say.
That's where the Senior comes from.
This is what I was gonna say though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Before you started sharing this story about the Hollywood stuff and you being actually in the music industry, I probably would have taken our conversation earlier in a different direction, knowing that you actually knew what you was doing. I was like, I don't know if I want to listen to this guy. This is one of Smoke's friends, and he probably don't know what he's doing. He probably just try to make a quick buck on my platform. No, I'm just playing. That sound, but it sound like okay. I see you, Smoke. I think you guys.
First of all, let me make this clear. We're going to keep this on the podcast. Any music that y'all get, I ain't charging y'all for nothing. I do that stuff because it's my passion and it's what I like to do. And the only people that get stuff like that, Mark, hire are folks that I mess with and are my friends. So that's number one. I'm about watching when young men are trying to do something. I'm about trying to watch young men do something.
Oh, facts.
Because we got enough that are out here. They ain't doing nothing.
Oh, facts.
But making a lot of.
We definitely trying to do big things over here, man. Trying to push the.
I see that. Yeah, y'all done passed the litmus test. My mama didn't watch the show.
We'll say what?
Y'all done passed the litmus test. Oh, my mama didn't watch the show. She watched the Black Delegation in Chicago.
Wait, she watches us?
My mama, she's watched it.
That's crazy. That's what's up.
Yes.
Hey, shout out to Sin's mom, bro.
That's the litmus test. If my mama looked at you, what you got going on, and says, I understand what they're trying to do. These young men's making a point. If she says that, you doing something.
Bro, it's so hard to find people just want to find somebody that want to listen to somebody make a good point, make a decent point. I feel that.
Shit, we should get her on the show.
If you talking mess, she gonna pull you to the carpet.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause it is a lot of riff-raff going on. You know what I'm saying? Especially the conversation we was having today about like relationship. I don't like talking about relationships like that, but like I know there's just so much like confusion going on about the gender wars and all that stuff. And like I think one of the most important things you can do in these types of conversations is just speak for the other side. Because like a lot of people like to talk. A lot of people only want to talk about what's like the most like prevalent thing in their lived experience and stuff like that. But I just want to remind people, like, you know, these other people exist as well. So, like, what do we say to the other people that you may not be speaking for? And then that's how we open up a whole new dialogue. Like I said today, I forgot the specific conversation, what the specific conversation was about. But I said, well, what about the people? I remember now. I said, what about the women that can take charge? You know what I'm saying? And then my homeboy was like, well, yeah, you know, that's when the woman can do their little, you know, stroke the man's ego and get them to move this way and say that and do this, and then give him and cheer him on along the way. And before they know it, they done made a good decision because of her influence, and not exactly what his actual decision was. So it's like a lot of ladies could just learn something really important from me simply asking, well, what about the women that can take charge? You know what I'm saying? It became a beautiful. Right. It became something beautiful in my opinion.
Well, exactly. But you know, Marcus, I keep doing it. My bad, Howard. You know, it's like this. It's like this, man. It all goes back to that pimping stuff.
Here we go.
I can't be having you up in my flock trying to preach negativities. What is the negativity? Anything against my agenda. So I'm going to make you look at something else. Besides, what opens up a dialogue? You carry no way in hell, no pimp's gonna have you open up a dialogue in his stable. What you talking about? You open up a dialogue, you might open up some of that sense making. We ain't trying to do that. We trying to make money because I'm trying to pimp around here. That's the way society does. They want to make you not open up a dialogue. Because if you open up a dialogue, people's eyes get open. When you pose a question, people have to think. You got to think to answer a question. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. You know, in our society today, unfortunately, men have forgotten how to be men. Women have forgotten how to be women.
True.
Women are too busy trying to be equal, and men are too busy trying to be alpha. When one needs the other to complement each other.
I'm the prize.
Stop. These are my buttons.
I didn't make those rules. That's biblical.
Yeah.
There's a reason why God used Adam's rib to make woman. Because man couldn't do it by himself. And women sure the hell can't do it by themselves.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the thing too, though, because like you know, we said a couple things about politicians already. We can say a little bit more things, but the way the economy is going and the way these these politicians and stuff like that running the country and stuff, they're driving the country to be further away from like what's traditional and stuff like that. And it's getting to the point where I mean, we gotta be more versatile than just the alpha and beta type thinking. Like a lot, you got like it's gotten to the point where men we have to, in my opinion, the leaders in the household, whether you want to call themselves, whether they want to call themselves alphas or whatever, they have to be so high IQ and well acclimated to like society and the way the trajectory is going they are going to have to do things like cooking and cleaning and stuff like that, even though that doesn't coincide with the quote unquote traditional gender roles and stuff like that, and being an alpha and stuff like that. I mean, like men are gonna have to realize that it's more to being an alpha or being a leader than just bringing home the money. It's making sure things are getting done. You know what I mean? And if your wife is like out there making money and stuff like that, bringing bacon home and stuff like that, or both of y'all bringing bacon home. Well, you got to realize that lady, I mean, the girls are saying it, you know what I'm saying? They saying that, hey, we can't just go out there and work 16 hours or whatever like that and then come home and do all the house chores. No, bro. You as a leader have to know when your girl is pooped, you know? And you got to pick up, so you got to roll up your sleeves and, you know, make sure the thing is done. That's what being a leader is. It's making sure it's done.
Well, you know,
it's not all being a leader.
And you know, when you talk about gender roles and traditional things, what society fails to remember and to look at is, yep, there were women that didn't have nothing to do but to raise some kids, keep the house up, take care of home, because everything else was taken care of. That man was out there in them streets making that happen.
Yep.
So he, in other words, as a leader of his home, he provided the means for that to happen. He gave her the ability to be able to do that.
Such a simple
now
time.
Now, with times change, with times changing, you have to change with those times, because at the end of the day, once again, men can't live without women. Women can't live without men. That's called a partnership. A marriage is a partnership. A relationship is a partnership.
Yes, sir.
Partnership means that we both have to put in. What happens if your man is sick? Is your woman supposed to die and your children supposed to die struggling because they don't know how to do what you do? Could be. Is she gonna have to go out there and get held up because she got to do whatever she got to do? No. A good team would have everybody on the senior leadership of the team know how to work the senior leadership things. So that way, if one's down, the other one can take over. No issue, no strike, no struggle. All the subservience under all the children you got underneath them, they ready to answer and follow the lead regardless.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Ready to follow instruction.
And I mean, of course, you know, society can have all they want to say about it, oh, that's sexist, oh, that's yada, 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 that's whatever. Well, I'm going to tell you where seniors coming from. 7 children, all high school graduates, graduating, A and B students, none of them in any type of legal troubles or any type of thing like that. Homeowners now as adults and productive members of society.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
You got, like I said, you got people got talk and rhetoric and all that. I'm giving you period blank proof. I have 7 kids, and none of them have befallen any of the and no teen parents.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
That's a
so, I
huge
mean,
one. That alone is like, they ain't got to be all college graduates and like millionaires and stuff like that. If you can raise some kids, they had no teen pregnancies and all that stuff. That's a W in your book.
Yeah.
As a parent.
And what I mean, and I'm not saying that they have to be college graduates. I'm just saying that they, you know, my kids have all become productive adults.
Yeah. Not leeches. That's my thing. I don't ask too much for like the kids around me. I'm just saying, hey, just be productive, contribute to our society. You got to put in. You're gonna take stuff out. Don't get me wrong. You're gonna take away from America, but you definitely got to put in as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like that. I'm not trying to promote any type of slave mentality, anything like that. I'm just saying that's just what you got to do as like as a human being. You have to contribute.
Yeah, you were saying that earlier.
Be a part of the machine. You know, your team, your home team, whatever your family dynamic is, you can't judge it or make it work on everybody else. You got to make it work for what works for your family.
You know, yeah, I like that.
But you have to run the team.
Yeah,
you cannot say, oh, a man can't be upset with, oh, she make more money than I do. Okay. That just means what that means. She has a different skill set than you do. how about don't let your little frivolous male ego get hurt a little bit. See, you such a big alpha male, but you got hurt because she do something better than you do.
Man,
how about you say, baby, that's good.
Ego.
That's good right there, woman.
Let me.
I'm gonna back you in that, because if you back your woman, nothing happens. When you back your woman, she tends to back you.
Man, let me just jump in for a second, and that's the thing, though, because a lot of maybe not all the time, and there's a population of women that that take that to their head and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, if you got one of them girls that don't mind it, she cool, and y'all got a good thing, y'all got a good like dynamic going on, and you support her, and she bringing and she making the money, man. Like the last thing you want to do is bring up your ego. The last thing you want to do is try to assert your authority in places where it's not even necessary. If everything is okay, and everything, all the bills getting paid, all the needs are met, and all that stuff, man, just chill out, bro. Let her do her queen thizzle, and you just support her. You know what I'm saying? Don't because that's so I hear so often that women like are okay with like being like just taking that role of being the financial provider. You may not be providing everything else. May not be providing all the things that men typically provide. But if they're providing like monetarily, a lot of the time, maybe again, not all the time, maybe not even majority of the time, but a lot of the time, they're okay. You know what I'm saying? If you have one, I'm just saying, brothers just listening to this, if you have that lady, bro, if you have that lady that don't mind making the financial decision and bringing home the bacon, bro, just chill out, bro. Everything is cool. All the needs are met. All you gotta do is just, man, if you gotta rub her feet when she get home, and you gotta make sure the meal is warm and stuff like that, do that. It is what it is. You low key lucky. Matter of fact, take up some martial arts or something. Learn how to defend the home better. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things. I mean, because think about, this is gonna be the last thing I'll say. Think about how lions how lions live. You know what I'm saying? A lot of I didn't even know this, but I just found out a couple a year or two ago that the female lions are the ones that go out and hunt for the food. You know what I'm saying? And the male lions stay home with the cubs. And I'm like, man, that don't make no sense. Shouldn't that be the other way around? No, but then what the reality of it is the males are the stronger ones. So if there's a bigger like the hyenas and stuff like that or whatever that come after the cubs, no, the big lion can come in and like protect the cubs better, because that's where the strength is truly needed in fending off the stronger predators. Whereas the female lioness, they don't have to engage those bigger, those more dangerous animals and stuff like that. They just going after the antelopes and all these other animals and shit like that.
Yeah, because they got to feed a whole pride.
Well, you look at this. You look at it like this. And the lions got to have their mindset of, I need to go out because we need to eat. The female says, do you know what's involved in a hunt? We got to stalk the prey. We got to wait on the prey. We got to take down the prey. We got to carry the prey back. So if I have my man stalking the prey, carrying the prey back, and then the minute he gets back, I got to fight and defend the cubs, defend the women.
Oh, that's
now I got to go back out because we hungry. So now this man is so tired, we gonna get our asses kicked.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Let's go out and get food so we can feed this man. So when the time comes, and the time will come, because this is the jungle out here, literally, that man is ready to fight and defend us with his life. If you also notice, in the Pride of Lions, there's only one man that calls the shots. And there's only 2 or 3 that are actually defending the whole pride. So why wouldn't you let her go out there and get the food and back you to do your job? She's making you strong to do your job.
And lionesses moves lighter on their feet.
As men, we forgot about that. We forgot about that woman is there to make you strong so you could do your job. we're so busy beating our chest
Uh-huh.
that we beat our heart out of our chest. And that heart is your woman.
Yep, and then you got your little punk ass friends that probably like destroy your dynamic and shit because they gonna get on you for you doing what? Man,
Well, you know what?
She got you
Funny?
sipping. Nah, nigga, I'm just taking care of my fucking woman.
How much sense does this make? And think about that. You're right, Smoke. And how much sense does that make? Your friends get in your ear and talk that good talk, and you such a alpha male, a big man, you the man, that you just let some nigga mess up your whole family dynamic, that he goes back to his own family. He ain't doing nothing for you. He ain't putting in, he ain't doing nothing but talking.
Yep.
And because your chest is there, you that big of a man, you let that conversation derail your whole family.
Yep.
That doesn't sound like an alpha to me. That sounds like a fucking sheep.
Sheep.
I ain't in the business of having no sheep. Sheep are for food. That's what I got to say about that.
Cause they will fuck it up. You rubbing her feet. You motherfucking cooking her lunch or something like that, man. You better order out like the rest of us. Nah, she deserved this or some shit like that. But you know,
She putting in work.
she putting in work. The least, like what dude say in that one video you was showing me, the least you could do is motherfucking do this. You in the house all goddamn day. Like, it ain't just about cutting the fucking grass, taking out the garbage. This other shit. Her mental is just as important.
Well, yeah.
Last time,
I ain't going to rub her feet. Why wouldn't you rub her feet?
She don't rub my
You know why you
feet.
said,
nigga, what do you do for your feet to be rubbed?
Don't
now
she
look at
stroke
this.
your
I
ego
got
enough?
I got to say it like this, and I'll keep it real blunt.
Oh,
And they can hear me. Higher, they can hear me.
yeah,
Y'all can hear me.
yeah, they can.
Yeah.
Podcast land. I'm gonna put all you men in podcast land up on game. Rubber feet. I want you to talk that good talk to her, because this is what I'm your worst enemy.
Isn't that
If
amazing?
you don't, I will. I will have your woman. You're worried about all this talk that these men do? There's a man out there just like me. You don't rub her feet? I will. You won't cook her food? I will.
Uh-oh.
You won't change her diaper? I will.
Change the diaper.
If they got kids,
Okay, change those diapers.
shit, you
I'll
ain't.
change
You
that
ain't,
diaper too.
you ain't doing. You ain't
Everything
doing
you
what
want,
you
be out there that is waiting, watching, and will do that. And so when you're poked out your chest and you're busy being a man, he's in your woman's ear telling you, I heard he ain't rubbing your feet after you getting home from all that hard walking and working. Sit down real quick. Let me get that for you.
Uh-oh.
You done lost a good woman because somebody's men, that's our nature. We are hunters. That is our nature.
That is that's an interesting perspective. That's an interesting perspective.
Should the man even ask women how's
I'm
their day
there- I'm-
anymore?
We damn hunter.
And this is the thing too, though. This is the thing too, though, right? Because like, I think that's a good message, especially for a specific type of woman, because like, especially over here in the West, there's the growing population of like women that's like college educated and are relatively good earners. They're reaching a point where they're gonna reach a point where they're realizing that, you know what, I'm not gonna be able to find a man that makes as much money as me. Let me just open my heart up to like other men that can give me other needs. They can fulfill my other needs.
Time.
Time is like the tippity top of it, but it's a lot of the things they can do with your time, right? Smoke.
Make her feel important.
Make her
Not just in the you're so beautiful. No, that's cool and all. Anybody can tell her that, but tell her things that she needs to know. That's the thing.
It's gonna come in line. It's gonna be words of affirmation. It's gonna be acts of service. It's gonna be like it's gonna be all of the love languages and stuff like that. You providing all those love languages.
Exactly.
Yeah, you fulfilling.
Appreciation is the word.
You fulfilling all of those affirmations and stuff like that via all of the things, via everything you can learn from that book of love language and stuff like that. Just be that person. You know what I'm saying? And then when when that lady sees that, this dude, he kind of remind me of that dude from that Tyler Perry movie. You know what I'm saying? He remind me of the hero of whatever little female fantasy movie that she saw on Lifetime or whatever. And you can be that dude, and if you can fulfill those needs, that if you can fulfill her little Disney fantasies and stuff like that without having to spend a lot of money, without having to make a whole lot of money, then you can be the great fit for those type of women that won't turn it. They act like they won't turn a neck to that quote unquote loser that doesn't have a house, a nice fancy car and all this. Like I said, a lot of dudes seem to think that the only way to like these type of women's heart is through finance. And no, you just gotta get more creative. You gotta be you gotta again, this is what I just said, right? Fulfill those needs that she didn't know she had. She needed.
That part for men do that to themselves. They ain't got nothing to do with women. We cut our own dick off so many damn times, it's ridiculous. Because men,
wait, what?
Men are dumb.
My man said we cut our own dick. What's going on? Please explain.
We take our dick off all the time because men think, this is men's thinking, oh, I got to have a good ass car. Oh, I got to have a good ass house. Well, I got to have all the monies. I got to be able to do blah, 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 and X, Y, and Z. At the end of the day, the only thing men got to do that men have a problem with doing, why I don't know, be honest. Be honest.
You asked for too much. That
when you approach a woman with honesty and don't try to pump yourself up to something you know damn well you can never match, make, or be. But it's okay to say, hey, girl, I got a 1-bedroom and this hoopty right here. It don't look like much, but it's clean and it gets good on the gas, girl.
Man,
well,
listen.
I got a Beamer, so we'll take my car. But come on.
Yeah,
a woman will appreciate your honesty. If that woman says, oh, well, I can't deal with you, that's called a blessing. Because that's not the woman you want to be with. That's not the woman you want. If you got to have all that, that's not the woman you want. Not to make no wife. If you got to put on, that's not what you want. Somebody that can accept you for everything that's you. She wants to accept you and love you for all the good, bad, and the ugly.
It's real funny as hell because that's exactly what we was talking about too.
Everybody can accept the good stuff, but can she accept the ugly? Yeah, I look fine as hell, but every time I take 2 steps, I fucking fart.
Bruh.
So can you accept that? Because that might be nasty to some women, but yeah, it's all right. I'll just carry some spray with me because that's my baby. That's the way you get with.
He said, I can't take 2 steps without farting. Hey, Smoke, what point you was finna make?
Before I lose my other train of thought, Fatal says hi, saying.
Do it?
I said, before I lose my train of thought, Fatal says hi.
Who said hi?
Fatal.
Oh. Hey, girl. How you doing?
Oh, bro, I thought Fatal was here. You sound just like her. That shit crazy.
Well, we've been around her for like 3, 4, 5 years. So.
That's disrespectful.
Everybody mimics everybody.
All right, you finna lose your other train of thought though.
Nah, I was just about to say about the whole little relationship. It's just funny to me how far we've gotten when it comes to these relationships and such. Like you can spend your whole day trying to provide and do this, but for what? Like they don't appreciate it until it's like either too late or what's the word I'm looking for? They carry a lot of baggage, male and female carry a lot of baggage, and you're supposed to step up, but it's like a lot of women are stuck on what they're so used to, and trauma could like take over that shit like really, really quickly.
True.
But for the most part, everybody deserves to be loved, but at the same time, you gotta first love yourself and all that kind of stuff like that. But
That's a decent prerequisite.
I mean,
I do want to say that I want to give like a lot of the guys, especially the guys that we've been speaking to, some credit. There's a lot of stuff going on the internet, you know what I'm saying, everybody can get swept up and caught up into the conversations, especially when it's kind of leading towards their inaccessibility to happiness. A lot of people kind of have a lot of people on the internet can diagnose anything apparently, even though they don't know the lived experience of the people that's actually tuning in,
And that's the problem with a lot of people that in this profession. They're not even experienced enough. They just took the classes and stuff, but they didn't live that lifestyle. So you don't really know until you're actually a part of it. Anybody can say something from the outside looking in, but until you actually experience it, that's when you actually have a voice that you can actually say something. Like, you got 6 kids, you got 7 kids or some shit like that. No baby dad, no baby mom, some shit. You're just doing it on your own or something like that. But does that mean that you are supposed to be doing this by yourself? No, not at all. Everybody deserves like that second hand in a relationship. Like just in life in general, everybody needs somebody. But it's about what you let in. Like you can pretty much be right in front of the person that is good for you, but it's not what you want. I mean, it's not what you want, but it's truly what you need. But that goes back to that conversation you guys were having about wants and needs. Like, you can need it, you can want it, but do you really need it?
So again, getting back to what I was saying. Like I said, there's a lot going on the internet, and a lot of people are getting caught up into the conversations. A lot of these conversations, a lot of these diagnoses, and all of these solutions that these guys are crafting aren't necessarily specific to anybody's individual situations. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna try to come up with no crazy ass metaphor, but all I'm just trying to say is, I want to show the guys that's caught up on like these different type of. I'm not gonna get in specific as far as which specific groups that we kind of been talking about. Or rather, what I want to say is the man you were speaking on earlier, Senior. I mean, this is just an example of that. You know what I'm trying to say? So like, but it isn't just only like the red pill guys that's getting caught up on these conversations and stuff like that. I'm more so speaking extremely broadly. So what I'm just trying to say is, we definitely want to give people some grace and allow them to make these mistakes and stuff like that. But just always just kind of remember that. Definitely remember that it's not necessarily their fault that they are taking these paths, because they haven't been given like alternative outlooks or alternative perspectives to like this situation. So let's use that example real quick, and I will use the red pill example because the conversation right now is about alpha men. A lot of guys, a lot of alpha men podcasts and red pill podcast spaces definitely take one solution, and I'm sorry, not one solution. They definitely look at life through like one lens. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty how do I put this? It is a really persuasive argument that these guys are coming up with, like the sexual marketplace and the way the way women look for men, and the way how men should be alphas and what men should bring to the table, what women should bring to the table. It all is like very persuasive. But I think one thing that these men, like as far as alternative like perspective is concerned, there are alternative perspectives as far as relationship dynamics by way of like feminist spaces and the anti-patriarchy and all those different type of spaces. But like the problem these alternative spaces have is they kind of blaming. It's like, how do I put this? They like the quote unquote red pill spaces are like far right, or as far right as it goes as far as the relationship dynamics concerned, and then these left wing spaces, these down with the patriarchy and all of those type of people, they're like as far left as it gets. But like what these men need is like a gray area type space. Balance. You know what I'm saying? They need balance. They need to find exactly where in the middle do they fall to find the exact solution to their specific problems.
Call that getting in where you fit in.
You have to get in where you fit in. But like if you're gonna go to far right or far left, you're not gonna find where you fit in. You're gonna just try to fit in to one of these what we call dichotomies. One of these black and white. You're gonna either fit in the black or you're gonna fit in with the white. Whereas again, as you just said, you got to find your spot in the gray area. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you're going to be able to do that is by taking a real close look at your own life and then just really focusing in on where do you fall in as far as your problems and what can you prove on individually, right? You have to take a look at your own life, hold yourself accountable, and then match that with how other people kind of perceive you. And it's not real quick. And it's not as simple as just simply, I don't make enough money to be like the best possible man. It don't necessarily need to be about having the most amount of money. It's just about being, a lot of the time, if you just improve yourself as a whole person, if you just focus on being well balanced and stuff like that, and then you find another person that's well balanced, somebody that doesn't, finding a woman that doesn't need you to be like this top tier dude to fall in love with and stuff like that. And if you can be at peace with that, then that is where you fit in. You feel me? And a lot of these red pill guys, these alpha chasers and stuff like that, that's what they don't understand. And it's not necessarily their fault. It's just they don't have anybody in their lives. There's no YouTube space for them. There's no YouTubers that's teaching them this type of thing. They got a lot of time. They have to learn it for themselves. And if anybody can listen to this right now and share this message with those gentlemen, well, maybe they can take some shortcuts as far as figuring themselves out.
There is enough movies and television shows and enough people that are older than you that could literally point you in the right direction of how you should.
But they always don't have that to reach out to, though.
Huh?
And that's a lot of times they don't. I ain't going to say they. I'm going to say we. Speaking as our being a part of the male spectrum. I said spectrum smoke. We're all the spectrum. But being males, we don't always look to other males because that's not alpha. That'll make me a man. You're putting a knot. You're taking wood on my club. It's very simple. Malcolm X said a long time ago, before we can become acceptable to white people or any other race, we have to become acceptable to one another, to ourselves. That transpires in men as well. You can't expect to be acceptable, to be what am I trying to say? Where a woman attractive. You can't expect to be something that will be a commodity to anyone until you are a commodity to yourself. So until men get to the space in their own head, and that's something that each man has to do for themselves, until you are comfortable with your manhood and become comfortable in knowing who you are, whatever point in life you are at, education-wise, financial-wise, wherever you're at right there, if you're not comfortable with yourself or okay with yourself, then you're never going to be okay for anyone else.
True.
Male, female, black, white, green, purple, brown, whatever. We have to learn how to accept ourselves and be comfortable in our own skin in order to be able to branch out and expect other people to be accepting of us and to look at us as a value.
Otherwise, get a dog, something that can't speak English.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. You get you a dog. Get you a dog. And even the dog might look at you crazy.
She's like,
Hi, India.
that dog like, I'm glad this motherfucker feed me. Because she just put me through all the bullshit.
That's where a lot of men have problems. Because men don't. Most times when people project an issue onto someone else, if you look deep into it, they're just projecting what their shortcomings are.
I only got one thing to say about
Or
this
the things
whole
that
damn conversation. Y'all just need to be 100 with each other. Fuck this giving 50-50 shit. If you go into a relationship or you just want to start a friendship or whatever, you just need to bring everything to the table. Not just as good pleasantries, because that really gets you nowhere, because people hide behind the good, but they want to wait till like months pass from where you really get to see a real person. Give me your all in the beginning. Let me see what's fucked up about you. Then I can make my decision if I can handle this shit. All right, fuck the sex shit. That's cool and all that kind of shit. But can I mentally deal with your crazy? Can you deal with my crazy?
Right.
Can you deal with my boredom?
Right.
Can you deal with whatever, your excitement? Maybe you're more outgoing than I am. There has to be some kind of line that has to be drawn. But some of the most uncompatible people ended up together, and their relationship was even better because of it, because they shared different views and stuff like that. But
honesty is key.
Honesty is key, but where does that lie? Because your honesty might not be my honesty.
No. We can't. Honesty is honesty. Honesty means telling everything. And once again, a man can't tell only a man that's comfortable with who they are as a man can tell anybody everything.
Right, but
see, you hide things because you're scared of what people will say, think, or do. Right. When you don't hide something and you're honest, that's because you've already accepted everything that I've said or done or what have you in the past has brought me to where I'm at today.
Right.
So good, bad, and the ugly, it led to a good conclusion because here I am today. It was what made me what I am today.
All right.
So being comfortable with yourself helps, it gives you the ability to share that because I'm letting you see my journey of how to got to be the person that you get to enjoy right now.
All right.
But if I'm not comfortable with myself, I can't do that.
So do you feel that for make a relationship work that you need to have some type of form of vulnerability in a relationship? Like you have to let your guard down.
Absolutely. You can't have guards up.
Higher. What you think?
What I miss?
Do you think that you have to have a certain level of what did I just say?
You got lost your train of thought again.
Yeah, because you're never paying attention.
I'm over fighting. I'm over watching video game clips.
Video game clips.
Yep.
This nigga here.
So do I need what now?
Like, do you need to show like a certain level of vulnerability?
In a relationship, you should have a certain level of vulnerable. Say that word. Spell her up.
Do you think that you need a certain sense of vulnerability to make a relationship work?
There you go.
If you're a fuck up, sure. If you ain't get it all together and you make mistakes and you are a human, rather, in other words, then it's in your best interest to let the people involved that hey, there's some things going on here that I can't necessarily control. I'm gonna need y'all assistance and turning this here ship around so that we can sail towards safety rather than keep going in the same keep going in the toxic ass direction that I'm leading this ship on.
Right.
Imagine being on a pirate ship and the pirate himself is fucking sick and he's delusional and nobody knows that this dude is crazy except for him himself, because he's not vulnerable with his crewmates. Guess what's gonna happen to that crew? Guess what happens to that? Guess what's gonna happen to that shit?
You guys are going to sink.
They going the wrong direction, and they're gonna get bit by something, and then they're gonna sink. Yeah.
Everybody gonna die because your leader was unable to be. He was not open enough with himself or confident enough with himself to say, "Hey, y'all, I messed up."
I was about to say the same thing. Yeah, guys, I'm fucked up. I need somebody
somebody needs to help me get this right, because otherwise it's gonna be all our asses. And
the problem is, men don't know how to ask for help. They don't even know how to ask for directions. And I know that's like a cliche.
That's true.
I know it's cliche, but it's also true. 100.
That is true.
But a motherfucker say, "Man, we ain't lost. We got it, man. We just got to." The map says, "The fuck the map." Go ask somebody for some damn directions.
Yeah.
God damn it, shit. Do you know how to change this tire? Yeah. I got it right here. You just do it, and then the motherfucker don't. Nah. If you need help, ask for fucking help. It's not that damn hard.
Yeah, you can't ask for help if you're not from. If you're busy trying to play man or play the big dog, you can't, if you're not comfortable with yourself and comfortable with your own shortcomings, then you're never going to be comfortable asking for help. That goes back to what I was saying, that in order to be acceptable to anyone else in the mix, you have to be on good terms with their own damn self.
So you think males should start by asking for more help? Just like stop trying to macho your way through every goddamn thing.
If you need help, you ask for help. Male, female, cat, dog, black, white, green, purple. That's just simple. That's what it is.
I mean, yeah,
we put too much on everything. Whether it be I'm a male, it's supposed to be this way. I'm black folks, it's supposed to be this way. I'm white folks, it's supposed to be this way. Well, it's just common sense. If this is the outcome you have desired,
cliche too.
Classic.
Yeah,
what you do to get that outcome. But unfortunately, I have to go. It's been wonderful talking with you, gentlemen. I could go on forever.
Yeah, I know.
Call and invite me anytime, Higher.
Yes, sir.
Even the Smoke ain't around.
Yeah, let's put them on your show.
On that music thing, I'm gonna get some stuff on there. I'll get some stuff out there, and I'll reach out to y'all. We'll get something together.
All right, so I don't know Smoke about my show, because this dude talk a lot. I be trying to limit these conversations to like 2 minutes, maybe 1 minute. I'm just playing. But no, this dude, he know what he's talking about.
You need at least 5.
Talking about 5.
I mean, shit, I told you, man, I got people that can keep the conversation going, but you know what I'm saying? I know that whole time thing is a thing that we need to.
We only covered 3 videos, and I was like, well, it was like 3 hours. I'm just like, how the fuck did this happen? This was supposed to be a short, and it didn't even feel like it. I
told you what happens when you put Chuck on a panel, all right? You're gonna get some talk.
I don't know, but whatever. I still don't feel it. I didn't feel it at all. I don't care. I feel like me. I feel like me. I don't know. I feel like we all did the same amount of talking. I think we all 3 of us had like this. I mean, it put like one more person in the mix. But if Brad did come, that should have been a whole nother. It probably would have messed around been 3 hours and 30 minutes. Because now Brad got to put in his piece.
Oh yeah, and that's another.
And I know Brad is a talker, you know.
Oh yeah, Brad is a talker.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, thanks for sliding on us, man. It was fun.
Hey, not a problem. And anytime, call. All right, y'all. I will holler.
All right.
Thanks for showing. Yeah, he good. But it's crazy how this shit just turns out. Like, relationships are one madness after another. But it's all love, right? But I guess that's gonna probably wrap it up. I was gonna have a couple of more calls ins, but you know, people have lives and things like that, so you can't try to muster all this stuff in. But hey, it might be good for the next show or something like that, you know.
That's how it goes. There's more weeks to come. It's not the last week in the world, probably.
Yeah. Who knows? See, this one fuck with AirPods. Fuck y'all keep these damn things in y'all ear like that.
You gotta have small ears. You don't have. Why don't you have small ears? Got a problem?
No problem at all, Mr. Thank You.
It look like you got a problem.
Shut up. Ain't ask for your fucking opinion.
You solved it. Good job.
Mm-hmm. That's not solving it. That's just ending it. And just taking a loss, you know. If I had a tail, it'd probably be tucked in between my legs because I can't even keep some fucking earpieces in my damn ear. I was supposed to get some that wrap around my ear, but, you know, somebody didn't get them for me. So I might have to get them myself.
Good old being a man.
Yeah, but I'm probably going to pick up the first thing that I see, and the person that I'm referring to actually researches and actually, you know, picks a good brand of headphones and stuff. But they lose their headphones too. A lot.
You don't ask me about hair. I'd be going to Walmart for my shit.
I mean, that's why I got
Walgreens.
Oh, I got these from Walmart.
I feel a little bit better about like going to a physical store and just instead of just Amazoning it up.
Yeah. I mean, seeing is better and stuff like that, but I don't know. Some people just love convenience.
You know, you got to have a little old school left in you. You know, going to a physical store and seeing physical people and giving people a green money instead of just a debit card.
Yeah, I think I got a little bit too much of the old ways still in me. But
you still go to the stores and try on your clothes before wearing it, don't you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I know my size, so no.
Straight the online shopping for you.
Hell no. I mean, I'll go, but I don't need to try on the clothes.
Okay.
Shit, I don't even need to go in the shoe store and try on the shoe. If I know my shoe size, shit, I want this shoe. That's what I'm gonna get.
I always try on the shoes first. I just feel like you never know sometimes.
I mean, shit, I ain't like you can't bring them back.
Oh, I ain't doing all that.
I don't. Man, look, motherfuckers gonna replace these motherfuckers quick, fast, in a hurry. I don't give a fuck where I'm going. Foot Locker, Champs, wherever the fuck I'm getting my shoes from. If they don't fit, they ain't feeling right, I'm bringing them back. You're giving me my money back, or you're replacing this shoe. End of story. On that note, but yeah, nah. Only thing I probably try on is sunglasses and a hat. Yep, that's about it.
What makes your head different than the rest of your body? What makes your head different from the rest of your body?
Well, not much, but I usually would see myself in the mirror, my face in the mirror more than I would see like the rest because I don't really look down.
Smoke, you know the side, you know all of the measurements of your body except for your head. You know all of the measurements of your body except for your head.
Yeah, because it changes.
Your head size changes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You know, sometimes I have like a little mini fro or some shit, so that's gonna have to. Sometimes I got the little do rag on the shit and that, like, you know, depend on what's on my head. Like right now, there's nothing except for the do rag and the hat, but that's easy because it's a snap, so it's gonna adjust. The do rag is just a do rag, but for those fitted hats, sometimes you got to get a bigger size because you got, you know, accessories on your head. Or like you, if you got that shit on top of your head, shit. If you ever decide to even try to put on a hat, you have to get a bigger size. It's not actually your size, but
Gave up on that shit.
Well, most people do, especially with this whole new phrase, no cap. No fucking cap.
All right. It's been about 3 hours. It's been 2.5 hours.
Yeah, so yet again, didn't really have a main topic. I just know my main guest that I wanted to appear. So I got about at least 3 out of the 5 that I wanted. But it's always good for another show, something like that. Maybe I'll bring in Crazy or something like that. That'd be a treat. That'd be a good time.
Who's that dude that called in that sounded really crazy? Like his voice is weird.
Today?
Yeah, he called before we turned it on, before we turned the cameras on.
That might have been Kevin or Austin.
Yeah, that guy sounded. That guy sounded like. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know these people that follow your lead here. These good people.
I mean, in time, I guess you will. I mean, shit, they always gonna have something to say about what's going on in them with their lives. They always have something to say what's going on with me or something like that. But
That was wild what dude said about his mom. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, look, that lady is golden. When I came out there and visited after the little situation I had going on down in Indiana or whatever, when I came up in there, it was like open arms. Like it's like she knew me from all of the stories and just like how they be just reacting on the Xbox and stuff like that, and she overhearing and stuff, and everybody just be having a good time and stuff. She just say, "So who is that?" Man, she just kind of like started knowing who I was. But the day I showed up at their doorstep and shit, it was just open arms and like,
Cool. That's that old school. That's that old school community.
had me talking about stuff I ain't even normally talk about. I should have faith and stuff, and because I was like in a bad situation or whatever. But she just gave me that good word and stuff, and we just kept it moving. So yeah, and she's not above violence either, because she beats Senior upside the head often.
Bars.
Yeah, very. One time I think she hit him with a bar.
Isn't that amazing?
Sorry, Senior.
I'm not at all. But we're gonna wrap this up. This has been.
Are we? Surprised.
I mean,
Color me surprised. I thought we was going for another 2.5 hours.
I mean, if you want.
Nope.
I did. Shut the fuck up. So
I got sleep.
this has been the Chuhch of Smoke. Little different than the Smoke Show. Not that much different, but sometimes. I guess I could have said, if the people watching or listening, what do y'all think the show should be called? That'd be cool. But we're gonna wrap it up. Hold on. Oh, she said she's out.
Who did the what?
The person that I was gonna have come on said that they just got out of the shower.
Late as hell. You bring my. I don't care. I don't care what's going on.
Work. People got shit to do.
Who works on Sunday besides me? Who works on Sunday besides me?
A lot of people.
You said a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. I think just because it's Sunday, the motherfucking world.
1% of like several billion people isn't necessarily a lot. Okay.
Bullshit. I could probably pull out 5 people that are probably at work right now. Tay is at work right now. He works on Sundays. So,
bro, these imaginary friends of yours, I don't know who Tay is.
Deontay.
Oh, that's a good guy.
See, now I just threw his name out there and shit. But he'll be all right.
Detail talker.
Huh?
Is detail talker.
Yeah, but it'll be really hard to get him on here.
Does he have a freaking cellular phone?
He would be at work right now. Like, even with the 2:00 spot, he wouldn't even be available.
Well, yeah. He like I don't. If people that work on Sunday, I can't do much with them because they're either at work or they need to like have the proper rest for work.
Shit, I don't.
I don't even like cause when we was doing Saturdays, I was making it work. I was making it happen, but like I hated that shit. Like when we switched to Sundays, I'm like, no, I'm not finna go back to Saturday. That's just like me coming home from work and trying to set everything up, and I gotta try to fit in a nap somewhere so I can like actually perform. Because like me talking after I'm rested and me talking after work is two completely different conversations.
Oh yeah, we know. Well, I know. Like, man, you be all over the place when you tired. All over the place. But so I don't know. Let me see you. We'll just do it for next week because it was such short notice. So I guess I will have another guest that knows me pretty well, and they could give their side.
They can tell the world how great you are. Gotcha.
No. This person probably might say how much I suck, or how much they can't stand my ass. But I would probably be hoping to like hear from somebody that has a different view about like family and stuff like that, just to like change up.
Oh, a productive conversation.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm trying to be like you and have like meaningful things. So from the eyes of a mother. So, I mean, I guess I could call my mother, but that sounds like a setup.
The only mom I thought you knew was a fatal mechanic.
No, I know a lot of mothers.
Are you really gonna let me call her a fatal mechanic like that?
No, it's funny to me. I told you that.
She just says she fixes people's cars so they can like blow up and shit. Like, imagine going to a mechanic.
Actually, that's what I did.
And they just plant bombs. Okay.
Yeah, that's actually my trademark. Putting bombs in cars and then waiting for people to go past it, and then I blow it up. Or they start the car up because I put the car in front of theirs, so they have to get in my car to move it out the way, and then they blow up because it was a remote starter.
Interesting.
Yep, but this has been the Smoke Out.
Oh, that's the name of the show.
No, the church. Oh, I'm sorry, the Chuhch of Smoke. But I'm saying Smoke Out.
Is that how you end shows?
I probably might just end the show like that. Smoke Out.
Oh God.
What? I couldn't think of nothing.
All right.
Shut up.
I forgot my mouse ain't working. Hold on. Sorry guys, y'all gotta watch all this extra content. Where the fuck is my mouse? There it is.
See, that's the problem I be having with that goddamn thing.
They can't hear you. It's not streaming anymore.